Good numbing. Hello YouTube, hope you're doing well. We're back with session 4 of Death End Request, the original from 2019. Last time we left off, we explored the whole shipyard, picked up Al as a teammate, and took down our second Itoma Queen. Today, we've heard murmurs of a shady merchant selling people strange things and in general just being untrustworthy that we need to be wary of whilst we're out on the road.
See you around.
And so we're now about to head out on the road, so you can already kind of see where this is going. Did we do all the conversations before I wrapped up? I'm pretty sure I did. I just want to double check. Yeah, alright, let's go.
I'll sit this one out.
It's very hot today. It's supposed to be like, this is supposed to be like the peak of the heat waves that we're getting. So hopefully after today it will ease off a little bit and it'll be a bit more, you know, reasonable. But at least for now, it's going to be Scorchio, so it's why I'm like, I made a point of trying to start at 9 AM my time, so I can try and get through this chapter. Not that I don't want to rush it, obviously, but to try and get done before like the hottest hours of the day.
Hey Al, are there any
but straight into a
people
cutscene.
like you or your parents who are half human and half beast? Not that I know of. In fact, I think my species is endangered nowadays.
But you hope you all had a good weekend as always and all the usual spiel.
Hey, Al, don't run. It's dangerous. Did I step on something just now?
Nice going, you brat. Next
Hey,
time,
Erica
watch your
Lindbeck.
step.
Hey, Erica Lindbeck, how you doing?
Contact lens.
No, this is Harlatcher, sorry, not Lindbeck. This is Erica Harlatcher. This is Anne in Persona 5.
What? What's going on?
There's 3 Ericas, alright, in the voice acting business. Sometimes I get the Ericas muddled up, but this is Clea's voiced by Harlatcher, which is Anne from Persona 5. So hey, one man, hope you're doing well. I can't remember which one's the Death End. Okay, because there's a certain trophy. Oh, fair. So I'm just going to save quickly. I honestly can't remember which one. I think it's like trying to ignore her. It is. I found it best to ignore troublesome people. It's one of my guiding principles. I guess some people were troublesome enough that such rules or principles don't apply to them. The peddler insisted that she'd give us such a good discount, it would nearly put her out of business, right before she began firing at us. Before warning her about a reckless shooting would put us out of business, a bullet grazed my forehead, causing a gush of blood to spurt out. She fucking just popped off. What trophy are you after anyway, one man? Whoa. Yeah, you're supposed to actually directly confront.
What? You're the one with the clumsy feet who came and stepped all over my stuff. Just where do you get off?
Can everyone just calm down for a second? Let's start at the beginning.
Al.
Yeah, that's not a gash. Oh man, I just got like a slight scratch on my forehead. Oh really, what caused it? A bullet? Oh!
Move your feet.
And then they just... and they're dead. Getting a certain tactical bonus. Oh, right, fair enough.
What? You mean this tiny clear thingy?
It's called
I'm so glad I'm not that dedicated of a trophy hunter, because I think that, like... So I'm assuming you're talking about, like, Trails from Daybreak. I think, like, I've got some of the lists, and I'm like, these look miserable to try and do.
Caused the lens to pop out of my eye. I've been trying frantically to find where it landed.
So, I stepped on
Well,
it
I'm
and
sure, like, if
fell?
you're dedicated to the course and you love it, you'll just do it. It's the same as, like, people are, like, dedicated to doing, like, the Yakuza games. It's like, if you love it, you'll just do it. But I look at some of those trophies, I'm like, man, I'm glad I don't care that much. Because I can't imagine how brutal and, like, time-consuming some of it can be.
It's not just expensive, it's rare.
That being said, I am, like, slowly but surely working on the platinum for Hitman World of Assassination, and that's a big goddamn list.
That much? Oh.
Freaking stack bonuses. Oh, that's interesting. Why? I wonder why they changed that.
Don't you think you're exaggerating the cost a bit?
Who asked you? You got any proof that
Clea just hit my man with a who asked.
I think an apology is in order. I'm sorry.
You see, I'm extremely nearsighted. Without my contacts, I can't do much. Whatever. Since you owned up to it, I'll forgive you.
If it wasn't obvious for those aren't playing already, Clea, because she has a full artwork model in this world, she's going to join our party eventually. When she does, I'll use her for a bit.
Thank you so much!
But she is one of the more dangerous characters if you want to break the game into. She's one of the more efficient game breakers. So I probably won't be using her too much. So I'll show her off, obviously, but I don't know if I'll commit.
Yeah. No sweat.
Because she's kind of vicious. She's one of the fastest units in the game once maxed out. Some of her skills capitalize off of her speed.
How's a girl supposed to sell her goods?
She can just get turns upon turns upon turns and then just turn that into damage.
Normal, but without my contacts, I'm as good as blind. Come on, take pity on poor old me.
Sheena.
Sheena, I think we're being scammed.
She must be one of the swindlers that Rook mentioned. Damn it, Al. Getting us into trouble yet again with your carelessness.
Okay. Well, what did you have in mind?
Bingo! Glad you're on board. That makes our contract official.
Contracts? It's funny, I was just talking about Hitman.
Who said anything about a contract?
I have been getting really badly back into Hitman. It's like a disease. It's just taken me over again.
She agreed, didn't she?
Because I never committed to World of Assassination because I didn't like the fact it's permanent online, and I still don't. They've made it so you can at least do the main missions offline, but the idea of playing an offline game, a single-player game, but it has to be permanently online, is something that just, like, intrinsically I don't like. And so even if it's a game I love, I wouldn't play it. But World of Assassination, at least allowing the main campaign to be offline, was enough to make me go, alright, fine, I'll give it a shot. As someone who's a huge fan of the classic ones, and I'm actually really having a good time with it. I've been mastering, for people who play Hitman World of Assassination, I've been doing mastery on every level before I move on to the next one. So even though I'm like 25 hours in, I've only done like 3 levels. I've done Paris, I've done Marrakesh, I've done Morocco, and I'm on Bangkok. I mean, I'm on Bangkok. And I did like one good like silent assassin run, getting both targets. And so it's like I'm starting to work on that level, like doing all the level mastery, exploring the level out more properly, doing all the other routes. Before I then go on to, I think the next level's Colorado. I think, I know it's called Freedom Fighters, I think it's in Colorado. But I'm having a wonderful time. It's great to be back in Hitman after so long. Because the last like real Hitman game I committed to was Absolution, and a lot of people will easily tell you Absolution is not like really a Hitman game. It's a good stealth game, I will always defend it. It is a fantastic fucking stealth game, but it is not a Hitman game. But I tried Hitman 2016 on PS4 originally when it first came out. I didn't like that it was always online, and it felt too handholdy. When Hitman 2 came around, I got it with like the bundle that came with like Hitman 1's levels, so it's all bundled together, and I genuinely got about as far, and then just put it down because I still didn't like some of the systems. World of Assassination, even though like all those systems are still there, I don't know what it's about, but I think maybe it's just that I've mellowed, because I was 17 when I first tried it, and 21 when I second tried it. I don't know if I've just mellowed, but I've kind of just got past all like the mission story stuff, and just kind of learned to accept it's there for newcomers, and it's there to help people out, because Hitman as a franchise isn't the easiest to get into. If you don't know what you're getting into, it is intimidating to get into at times. So once I've kind of got past that and just kind of relaxed and tried to play through the levels, it's genuinely really fun. I'm not sure how I feel about like the extra large maps that they've added with World of Assassination. Like, Marrakesh was fine. Like, Marrakesh I thought was really good for like a big open map. It felt like everywhere mattered. It was Morocco. I felt like the Market Street was pointless. I felt like if you're not going for the targets, everything in between is just dead air, and it's just huge dead air. But I digress. Let's get back to this. Clea Grave? This NPC design is totally different too. Also, look, she's got a buggy. She can probably see your buggies too, but she might be pretending that she can't. Unlike Lily, though, she might have ulterior motives. Don't let your guard down, okay? Got it. So you ladies fancy yourself as some kind of adventurers, do you? Huh? The Queen of Heartis, a girl who takes a stuffed bear everywhere she goes, and, oh, that's right, some kid who thinks she's ready to explore the big, bad world. Who's the kid here? I'm no kid. You'd better watch who you're talking to. You must be quite perceptive. Who are you? Gina, hello. She's banging on me of being a stuffed bear. Don't cry, Enigma, it's the truth. Not you two. Anyway, so where were we? Don't ignore me. Where are you chumps heading? What are you going to do with that information? I believe our arrangement was only going to be assessing you with your quest, was it not? Queen. It would be in your best interest to start making allies. You know the threats that the Atoma pose, don't you? Our population's on the decline, which means business is tight for everyone. I was this close having to close up shop before you guys showed up. Most folks don't consume as many items as adventurers do, so for peddlers like me, you guys are how I pay the bills. So in other words, you're forcing us to buy items for you. Force? Oh, that's sort of a loaded word, isn't it? Supply and demand, after all. I mean, wouldn't it be convenient to have someone like me traveling with you? We can even trade rare items. I think it's a good deal. Fine, our current plan is to head to Rosaria Forest by taking a ship out of Rosaria Bay. Sheena? Mr. Enigma, Lily, Al, sorry if this decision upsets you. Well, if you made up your mind, then I won't stop you. I too will follow whatever you decide to do from here, Sheena. You say from here like you haven't been doing that all game long. Is it my fault? Huh? Oh no, it's not like that, Al. Don't take it so hard. I just think that Claire has a point. There's no telling what kinds of dangerous martyrs await us. We might survive longer with Claire around. Well, you're a big softy, aren't you? I like you, Sheena. You bastard. Oh, lighten up. Don't treat me like a sore thumb. You never know when I might come in handy. Who knows? I might prove to be a better asset than this stuffed teddy bear. What did you say? I'm sharper than I look, aren't I? I'd like to meet you someday. The real you, that is. Claire? Don't mind me. Anyway, you mentioned that you wanted to board a ship over at Rosari Bay. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you won't find a ship there to take you anywhere. Huh? Why? What do you mean, why? The shipyard was ravaged by the Atoma. The place is crawling with martyrs. Until you guys showed up, there weren't too many people taking any seaside vacations. Hence, the reason why there aren't a lot of available vessels at the moment. You saw for yourself what kind of state the shipyard was in, right? True. The last thing we'd want on our voyage is a faulty or damaged ship. Then does that mean we won't be able to sail there? Afraid not. We've neither the time nor the means to dedicate the ship maintenance for now. Oh, well, if that's the case, then our best route to reach Rosari Bay will be through the Godot Ruins. The Godot Ruins are a historical landmark that have been steeped in legend, and if I remember rightly, there's like 2 death ends back to back in there. In the past, the region surrounding it was renowned for its prosperous magical technology, but it has since lost touch with its richer heritage. The ancient peoples, however, who still inhabit the area, revere its historical significance, so they preserve it with their lives. At one point, tourists and scholars alike would flock to the ruins, but now, they've been reduced to a nest of vicious martyrs. You know that's where you want to go? Of course. Nice info. We can't let its accursed martyrs stop us from seeking out our mission. I see. In that case, why don't I show you one of the most valuable items available in my shop? Trust me, you can't find us anywhere else. Feast your eyes on this. I call it the anti-martyr bomb. Can you think of a less literal name? Also, what was that sound effect? It's so cool. What? The martyrs nesting at Godot Ruins are nothing like what you've seen before. If you don't buy this bomb, you won't stand a chance. You won't stand a choice? I want to assume that was supposed to be, because won't stand a choice. That doesn't sound like a real sentence. Inside of it awaits guardians known as the corpses. That were first created in ancient times. This bomb is known as a vessel crusher, with the blast wave that can paralyze the martyr's nervous system. Didn't you just refer to it as an anti-martyr bomb? Whatever works, as long as you get the picture. Everything you're saying is playing right over my head. Oh, I feel dizzy. I don't know why my brain went straight to it. My brain went straight to Red vs. Blue. I think it was the Revelations season. Like, one of the earlier episodes of it. Caboose, I feel dizzy. That one. But it's like, I think it was Doc was doing experiments on him. Anyway. So, the Vessel Crusher was it. How much is it? For you, the low price of 300,000 any. For 300,000? Any. That's a fortune! Of course it's a fortune. This baby's imported. Besides, can you really put a price on something that's guaranteed to solve your matter problem? The way I see it, you could ensure the safe passage of your party on this expedition, or wait here until the ships are repaired. What do you say? In the JP? Oh, I'm trying my best. I already know what voice I'm going to do for Lucille, and I think I've got an idea what voice I'm going to do for Celica. It'll probably be different than the voice I did back in the Let's Play, but that was also in 2019, so I don't remember. Tough call. 300,000 yen is a bit steep. Don't you think it's a bit too expensive? I suggest lowering the price to a more reasonable one. Oh no, you're doing a great job. We'd be getting scammed otherwise. These prices are extortionate. Sorry, but business is business. I don't give out discounts. I also have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to do for the voices for my Roddy and Liliana next game. Says the princess here, right? Because I just have to zone in my inner goth years. Like, inner goth phase. Rotty is a bundle of energy, so I just have to be a bit sparky. And Liliana's the slightly shy kid, so I could be a little bit more like, oh, okay, with her. What a headache. I can't believe what she's charging us. Had Claire's personality settings always been like this? Well, I'm not telling you to buy it right here and now. However, I can guide you to the Godot ruins. Why don't you sit on it till we make it? Imagine we go to Godot ruins and Godot himself is there with his red eyes and he immediately starts, like, investigating us, and, like, Phoenix Wright shows up. Oh, this game would be so much, so much better if fucking Godot was in it. This 300 NE sounds like it's out of your price range. Alright then, let's get out of here, teddy bear. Things are getting complicated. I know. She wasn't like this before. Huh? Oh, nothing. Don't mind me. Goth phase. Wait, it's more like I just hang out with the goth kids all the time back in back in secondary school and like early college. I didn't like dress up the fork a bit. I was a bit of like a sham goth, really. Gina, I know for certain now that there's no good coming from these bugs. We need to get whatever it takes to get rid of them. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I've been told, but Claire's out to scam us all. And Claire's like, hey! But I have a feeling that the Atoma's up to something fishy. Some strangely things suggest me to approach it. Yeah. Come on, all together now, don't just stand there. What'll become of us? Exchange. Wait, did Claire actually join the party, or is that later? Oh, fucking Rapuka now. Oh, I didn't play this game like at all off screen, but equally, look at our skill collected percentages on each character. I don't think I need to right now. Oh, well, other than Rapuka. I don't think we really need to right now. And how much? Oh, okay, I have 84,000 NE, so I wouldn't have been able to afford. I was gonna say, would I have actually been able to have afforded Claire's bomb?
A perfect opportunity. Here I come. Hey, how's this? Oh, no. Why? That was a
Ooh,
close
okay,
one.
can't. Okay, why did I double tap X? God dang it. Alright, so star is no.
All right. Hey. Yes. Yes. Deleted.
Alright,
Wait till
keep
I
going.
get to you. Hey, how's this? Is this what you meant?
Ooh, nice, Lunar Rock.
Stop right there.
If I remember rightly, Lunar Rock costs a fortune SP.
How tremendous.
Yeah, 200, bruh. Let's get rid of these bottom two, because I'm never clicking those two skills, if I'm being real. Hey Mustafa, hope you're doing well. I'm doing good, thank you. It's my week off of work, so I actually, like, will hopefully, touch wood, have more time for streaming. And I want to make more effort. Because my last scripted video was last January. It's been a long time. I am trying to make more of an effort to start getting back to some of my scripts, to start working on some videos. Because Sisters v Sisters, because I was going to do a review with Sisters v Sisters and Game Maker, but to be blunt, I burnt out a little bit. I am enjoying the game, don't get me wrong, but I kind of burnt out working on that script. So I eventually just came away from it. I think the next one I'm going to do is either going to be on Dusk or Hitman. Since I'm in the Hitman mood anyway. I'm good? Good, I'm glad to hear it. Because I've been playing Hitman a lot recently, going through World of Assassination, and I kind of want to talk about Blood Money and why I love that game so much, despite some of its jank and age now. And then I want to talk about Dusk, because I just really enjoy that shooter. It's just a really fun game. Path, and you'll hit Goen. As soon as you cross the border, you'll see the Godot ruins in no time. If you're still trying to reach Rosaria Forest, then continue through the Godot ruins into Rosari. To my knowledge, that's the fastest route. If all things work out, it would be Hitman Blood Money, Dusk, getting back to Neptunia Sisters v Sisters, and then by the time that's all done, be in a good position to start working on my Game of the Year list. Because I was a little gutted I didn't do a video last year for like my Game of the Year stuff, so I want to get back to it and do that again. And it'll be a nice kind of like settle down for the end of the year to do another video talking about like what games I've loved this year, what games I experienced for the first time this year but didn't release in 2024. Just kind of like build my list up. But genuinely, especially like from about April to about the week off I had at the start of July, I was really struggling with burnout across the board. Like, I was having a lot of stream issues as well, like with internet connection issues and like deadlines not being met. That was kind of throwing me off anyway. Some projects, like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I love that game and I can't wait to get back to it, but that game is gargantuan, like even bigger than I ever assumed it would be, so it kind of... Like, when it was like 60 hours in and realized I was barely halfway, I was like, I need to take a small break from this game because this is way too fucking big. I can't do like 100-hour plus games that much anymore. They just tire me out too much. They just kind of stacked up, but I'm kind of finding my rhythm again. Slowly but surely. Zari Forest, yep. So those are Godot ruins. One can easily see how it used to be a metropolis in its time. The architecture is mesmerizing. I can't help but stare in awe. These buildings look ready to collapse. The slightest touch could cause some of these structures to crumble. Be careful, everyone. You know something I hope they do in either Code Z or Death End 3, or just future, like, Idea Factory games? When there's more than 3 people talking in a cutscene, fucking zoom it out. Make the sprites slightly smaller so a 4th person can squeeze in. You don't have to, like, shuffle someone out to shuffle someone else in. Also, don't forget the martyrs live here. In the depths of the ruins await the corpses. Now, I'm going to ask you one more time. Sure, you don't want to want the vessel crusher? As badly as we want it, it's just too expensive for us. Luckily for you, I can negotiate a payment plan. All you need to do is put down a deposit. Even with a payment plan, it doesn't change the fact that it's too damn expensive. Then how about some healing items? Oh, I got plenty in stock, what do you say? Oh, we'll be sure to ask when we need some. Whoa! What the? What? That was a close one. I almost tripped on a sword back there. Ah! What has gotten into you? Bones. I just stepped on someone's hand. Bones? Where do you see them? Mr. Enigma, these ruins. There are hands reaching out of the ground. Oh, those? By the looks of things, it looks like these bodies were buried by the landslide. Take a look at the sword that Al tripped on. There's a crest of the owner's hand. Maybe he was a knight or something. You guys, would you mind choosing another time to casually analyze these dead bodies? Yeesh, they're just bones, no big deal. Everywhere you look, dead bodies, see? Oh. You worried about the knights at Hardis? Yes. A little. I'm sure they'll manage, though. They swore an oath to protect the kingdom and its people with their lives. Ha! That's dumb. No matter how chivalrous they are, if you die, it's over. Claire? My father served as a knight as the Goen Kingdom. The man was steadfast in his principles and got the butt end of the stick for it. Only a fool would throw their life away for someone else. I disagree. Holding on to your principles is an admirable feat in my eyes, as is the will to keep others safe. I am willing to bet that your father would agree. Stop it! Just thinking about it makes my blood boil. You only live once. Why would you rush your death? The only people you need to protect are yourself and your family. You and your knights do nothing but espouse propaganda in order to serve yourselves. Can't you see that you're all wrong? Hey, sourpuss! Ugh! Who are you calling a sourpuss, you little brat? Before that I introduced myself. Ugh! Ow! Ow, are you alright? I'm fine. Claire. Hey, Claire, you're a real bully, you know that? Lay off of me. Thanks, Al. I can handle her. But... It's okay. If you say so, Lily. I have no idea what occurred between you and your father. But you should hold your tongue from now on. Sorry. I let my temper get the best of me. No worries, I apologize as well. Let's keep going. This path isn't safe. So, oh, well, someone has daddy issues. Well, not my problem, let's fucking carry on. Well, that won't manifest into a story arc later on that could cause us trouble. Oh, the worm is coming.
Successful ambush.
Also, now we're in a new chapter. I think there's new quests, so I should be looking out for that. Like next, campsite. Oh, I still don't have enough. Hang on.
Hey, how's this?
Oh, it costs 50. Yeah, no wonder I can't afford it.
Yeah.
Did you play Honkai Star Rail? If you mean the new update, yeah, but off stream. If in general, then yeah, I've been playing it since it launched on console. I haven't done the the discount Pokemon Snap event yet.
I did it.
I've only done like the story stuff. Essentially, because I was considering streaming, going to stream the new stuff, but eventually I decided that if I stream every new content on each Thinking Hoyoverse game that I play, it would become too dominant on the schedule. So I'm making more of an effort of, if it's not relevant and not important, because ultimately, like, the new March stuff, like, it's cool, March's got a new playstyle and whatnot, and it's a side story, but it's ultimately a side story. The main story isn't picking up until 3.0. So I'll just do it in my spare time. Zenless, Zenless is still fresh, so I'm not 100% sure on what the approach will be once I finally catch up and get everything done in the story. I know, like, there's new story stuff coming in 1.1 on Wednesday. So I'll figure that one out once I am actually at endgame. And Genshin is the one I always stream every update, so that one's the one that'll probably stay. The only updates I don't stream now are the holiday updates, because they're just the holiday updates, they're not really relevant. I say that, this one was actually pretty alright. The holiday stuff. It wasn't breaking any molds, but it was pretty alright. And I really liked that it had a sneaky reference in it to all the previous summer events, which also kind of hammered in that, hey, yeah, this game's been out a while, because this is the 4th summer event.
You called. See you around.
Now, does anyone want to chat other than Rapuka? Oh, actually, I should probably check. Is there anything in the shop I actually want to buy? Ooh, lower magic attack. Ugh. That's just better. Okay, there you go, Al.
Thank you. Is this? Thank you. Is this a... Thank you. How... See you around.
Look, the only thing is that, so I'm just checking our weapons. Is that, it's, rumored that And there's been heavily theorized that we still haven't, like, in Star Rail, we still haven't actually woken up from the dream. We're still in Sunday's dream realm, and, like, that's why the conclusion, quote unquote, was so silly, for lack of a better word. Like, it was so goofy, because we're still in it. We're still, like, the happy hero where everything works out the way we want it to. And so there's talks that we're going to go back to Penacony. That one, when that happens, if we're right, that I'll stream. Because that will be technically more of the actual main story, like revealing more of the truth. And also just want to see what's going on with Sunday.
I'll sit this one out.
Because Sunday is genuinely been the most interesting antagonist in Star Rail so far. And it's not even close. I was fascinated by that fucko by the end of that story arc. I said the whole of Penacony was insane.
Just wait till I get to you. Hey, how's this?
I don't think that's a far cry to say that. Like, Penacony genuinely is one of the best story arcs we've had out of Hoyoverse in a long while. It's crazy, kind of like the 1-2 punch that we had from Hoyoverse, where, like, Fontaine was easily the best chapter of Genshin, and then Penacony is easily the best chapter of Star Rail, and it's like, man, they've set the bar. Natlan's got a lot to deliver on when that drops in 2 weeks. Which also, yeah, Natlan's only 2 weeks away now. We're finally going to start seeing the captain in action. I can't wait. Both El Capitano and Columbina, I really, really want to see more of. And there's a good chance, like, we know Captain's going to be in it, and it's just heavily rumored and leaks imply that Columbina's going to be in Natlan as well. But I'm like, I just really want to see him. I want to see Bina because I want to see Ali's wife. I want to see Cappuccino because I want to see Gundam Tanaka's voice actor in another role. Chris Tagliaferra, it deserves all the love in the world. I think he's a phenomenal dude, and I just want to hear his voice again. And he's also, like, the most, like, Giga Chad character in the game. And I hate using that term, but it's the easiest way to put it. Because he's, like, he's just a human. He's not, like, some, like, super, like god person. He's just a human, but he's also, like, one of the strongest characters in canon. And it's just like, hell yeah, dude. I can't wait.
Hey, out of here!
I want his fighting style to just be he doesn't use a weapon, he just goes up and punches the shit out of people. Another beast kind stuff. I completely forgot to sell the last one.
Successful ambush. Just wait till I get to you.
But I have said before, as much as I'm enjoying Zenless, it, like, 3 is my cap in terms of gachas, because I think they would become way too dominant if I play any more, like, dominant of my time. If Neverness to Everness ends up being even half as good as it looks, I might drop Zenless.
I get it.
Or, like, only come back to it for, like, major updates sort of thing, but just, like, not play it anywhere near as regularly. I am enjoying Zenless, and I think Zenless is late game. Now we're getting to the late game, because, like, I've started Chapter 3 last session. The game gets a lot better as it goes on. As you get more things to expand your arsenal and get more things to do. Once you're past, like, the tutorial phase, I think the game's genuinely great. It just has a really slow start. But do I enjoy it more than Star Rail and Genshin? No. Like, Genshin's like a 9 because it has its stumbles moments. I hate doing scores, but to at least give a comparison, Genshin's like a 9, Star Rail's like a 9.5, Zenless is like an 8. Well, like, Zenless, it's great fun, but if you've played an 8 out of 10, you know what I mean. They're great fun, but there's always going to be, there's a chance there'll be something else. And that's basically how I feel.
Get out of here. The rest to me. I get it.
But considering, like, how much Genshin and Star Rail have changed over the course of their updates, I wouldn't be surprised if Zenless really comes into its own after a number of patches. Like, at the latest, whenever 2.0 drops, whether they go to 1.6 or 1.8 first.
Alright.
But Neverness to Everness, although obviously it won't be that level, it looks like just anime open world GTA with gacha characters, and I'm like, I'm sure that'll be fun. And so obviously it's not that level. Like, people don't go into it expecting it to be all swearing and hookers and racism, all that shit. It's not going to be that. It's going to be anime happy, and you just happen to drive a car. Think it's pretty easier. It's going to sound silly. It's probably easier to say it's an anime version of The Simpsons Hit and Run, where it's a bit more, for teens and not adults. Speaking of, when are we ever going to get a remaster of Hit and Run? Or I'd check even a port. There's a PS2 emulator live on PS5 right now. Put it on that. I'd play Simpsons. If they ported Simpsons Hit and Run to PS5, I would platinum it on stream. I would not only play for it on stream, I'd platinum it on stream. Just because I love that fucking game. That's one of my favorite games of my childhood. I know almost every single stream would get copyright claims because every single track in it is not licensed, but like owned, so to speak. So it would get flagged. But I can deal with claims. It would be worth it just to show off Hit and Run and all its tomfoolery. To show off the mission where you have to go hunt down 30 monkeys for Dr. Nick. And it's they hide them in the most awkward spots ever, so you're running around all of town under a time limit going, where the fuck's his last monkey? Just don't overextend yourself, okay? We can manage from here. Who's overextending themselves? We agreed that I would travel with you as part of my duty, that's all. Beyond this point, there's loads of dangerous martyrs, right? Yep, the giant martyrs are the one we keep an eye out for. You don't have to tell me that it's dangerous here, I can protect myself. On the contrary, I think you're all reckless for trying to enter the dungeon without a vessel crusher in your inventory. If you want to make it out of the Godot ruins safely, you have to conquer the corpse inside. Courage and recklessness are two different things. You want to live, and I suggest reconsidering your position. She's like, man, you're for a market merchant, you're not really good at promoting things. You just nag.
What's this?
You just nag you until we give in.
Successful ambush. I get to you.
There we go. Oh, how am I doing on that quest? I haven't looked once. I don't even know what the enemy is we're after. Fortism. Well, we haven't got any of them, so we have to assume they're in the ruins, or it's the orb.
Can't miss this chance. Just wait till I get to you. What is it?
No, it's not. I wish I could tell you I know what the enemy looks like, but I never remember the names of creatures in either Death End game.
Hey, how's this?
They're not memorable. Half of them just feel like a smorgasbord of letters. It feels like someone just beat up a keyboard. It's like, oh yeah, that's the enemy's name.
Let's go. I did it.
Actually, do I have enough? Let me just do this. So I actually have enough SP to just click and forget. I'm pretty sure I did, but I want to just be sure.
Take that! You did it! Well done!
Excuse me, are you okay? Who are you? I'm Sheena the Adventurer. Can I offer you some water to drink? Thank you. Your armor. You must be from Goen. What's happened? I was bamboozled! Oh, dropping a hard B. Someone jumped me and stole my money. Damn that swindler. I pursued them from Goen, and I lost... Huh? You bitch! How dare you? Well, what's the matter? She's a swindler. She stole every cent we had and ran for it. What? Claire, you... Spare me, would ya? What do you know? You weren't even there. I was. You tricked my father. Your father is the one who tried to swindle me from my money. When he jumped the gun by trying to mug me, he dug his own grave. Don't be foolish, father. Father would never do such a thing. Can't you see? If you let this wolf into your flock, she'll... Sorry, just checking something. She'll eat you while you sleep. If she tricks you into racking up massive amounts of debt with her, it'll be the end of you. She's a ruthless money collector, no matter who you are. We're not the only ones who've fallen into a conniving trap. Damn it, give me back our money. My father deserves his money back. Ow. Hey, you shouldn't be moving so much. Damn it. Is there no justice in this world? I'll bet anything that she's the one who started some trouble with you guys. Let me guess, she broke something of hers and she threatened you. There's no way you'd be traveling with her otherwise. Ugh. What? Ugh. Shut it, loser. Here I am, letting you talk, and you just keep on yapping nonsense. I only acted in self-defense. Never fall for your lies. Hey, let go of me. If you don't want others to take advantage of you, then get a thicker skin. If you want to survive, then you need to earn it. Oh, and let me leave you with one last thing. Unless I see it, I don't believe it. So don't waste any more breath dragging my name. Look who's talking, I hate you. Let me see your wounds. I can treat them for you. I don't need your help. I'll be quick, okay? Sorry. Why are you apologizing? Was it weird? I wish I could help you more, but I have to hurry on. Don't have much money either. This is all I can do for you. Here you go. Damn it, forget it. How are your legs? Can you stand? Hey kid, want me to help you up? I'm fine. I can get up on my own. Just leave me alone. I see. Well, good luck to you. We're leaving now. What is it? Thanks for the water. You're welcome. Yeah, unwavering kindness no matter what. That's Arshina.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Godot ruins. With buildings that I'm 90% certain they reuse the assets for in the sequel. I'm looking at this, I'm like, yeah, this looks like the side of a building in Dirk 2. But considering how quickly after Dirk 1 the sequel was, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of it was reused. I'm really curious to see how Dirk 3 will look. If it will still be on the same engine, or if it will be on the new engine. Acid Bug decreases magic. Ooh, okay, so ignore the reds at all costs.
I'll show you who's boss.
Oh, they do not give you much SP back, huh? Okay, we need to start being a bit more wary of our resources.
Hey, how's this? There. Ha! There. Break it to pieces. I'll handle this.
I'll see what I can do.
Done and dusted. Let's go.
Oh yeah, we got a new genre, the fucking slots, and it's awful if I remember rightly.
Nothing.
Hey, how much of your health you want to bet? All of it.
Please, please, please. Defeat is not an option.
Invincibility and magic boost, and a shit ton of damage on top of it.
Leave it to me.
That was let's go gambling.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, okay, we've just been sealed, so Sheena can't use any attacks.
Hey, how's this? Get back. I have an idea.
Oh hey.
Hey. Done and dusted. We rock.
Meanwhile, Liddy's like, hey, as much as I'm glad we tried that out, can we never do that again? The amount of health I ate up. You got Soul Lance. Alright, time for a shuffle. I want this to stay organized, so I'm gonna just do this one piece at a time. There we go. We got one more space slot. How much actually, if I go to status, 69, nice. Okay, she's got most of her skills then. She's got over 2/3.
What's this?
Oh, that marker? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. There's like 2 death ends tied to it, so like brace yourself. Like, you know, it's a cutscene that then like leads into a fight that then leads into another cutscene, and both the cutscene before and after have a moment where you have to choose, and picking wrong gets you a death end. And I don't remember which one was which. So the only death ends I'm actively going to be trying to get, unless like they're like right in front of me and I was having to summon them, are the ones that lead to unique CGs. And like the next one, I don't think's for a while. I think the next one's after Celica joins. And the next one has a full CG to it, I mean. At least in the game world. In reality, I know there's one with there's one that happens there eventually as well, but I can't remember where that is. I never remember the order of like the reality scenes in line with the game world. Okay, I think the next time this gang wants to talk to us, it will be
Right.
Oh, okay, we got one of them. It'll be after Claire actually becomes playable.
You be careful out there.
It's a jungle out there. I make that joke every time. He just the tone he says it sounds like that. All right.
Successful ambush! Here I come! Hurry!
You know, you guys, the floaty whatever. Oh, there is the horse. Okay, so we'll get that quest done after this. Oh, Lance is area of effect and his new skill that we learned off of it. Okay, can we reach all of you guys? Nice, and we're all launching Tina's way. Oh, they're turbo fucking dead. Okay, this is a good skill to get.
I see!
Oh, and she got Soul Eruption.
How's that?
Hell yeah.
Break into pieces!
Oh, and she buffed herself off of it. I have to look up what that buff was. I think it was oh, it looks like it's like both attack and speed was boosted. But that speed by might be just from the world. Let me have a look. Jesus! 220! Yeah, large range, it's our ultra damage and physical attack. Yeah, we're not using that anytime soon, so I'm actually going to take it off so we have room. But that's like that's like an ult. So she's got like a super strong. In the same vein that like I don't have Trally's shield equipped right now just because it's 300 SP and we don't have enough for it, so what's the point? It's the same idea. Hey, you know what? Because I don't want to like lose that skill, and I know there's death ends coming up. I'm gonna go back and save again. But I will say, playing this again after so long, like it's reminding me why I love this game so much. And it's funny saying that, because if anyone knows my legacy, you know that like the first time I played this, I didn't really love it at all. I thought it was okay. I was just like, yeah, it's whatever. It was my Let's Play of it that I really came around and started really appreciating this game for what it is. Yeah! Like, Death End 2 is a different story. Death End 2 I just loved out the door. But this game, it took me a while to come around to it, but I genuinely really love it. And just coming back to it's really kind of bringing the memories back and why I've ended up loving it so much. Wow, seeing it up close really is something else. The ruins of an ancient magical metropolis. Oh, be still, my heart. It's why I'm also so curious to see what Death End 3 will look like. I want to see like if it's on a new engine. I want to see how much it's involved. I want to see if like all of our guesses on who the main character is going to be for that game is right. Because I'm pretty sure everyone and their mother is convinced that Lydia will be the main character for the third game. And I want to see if we're right, or if they're going to throw a fastball and it's someone else. I mean, heck, if they turn around and said, oh, it's Sheena again, I think no one would complain either, because it would make sense to finish where you start, because I imagine Dirk 3 would be like the last main game of this, like this series. Assuming they don't leave another big, massive plot twist at the, like, in the post-game to, like, set up a sequel again. They might do. If they do, I'll still be down for it. I'll be down, like, I'll still be here if they're on Dirk 12 for all I fucking care. But I imagine it'll be like a Mary Skelter situation, where after Dirk 3, they're gonna kind of wrap it up. Hey, you two. We're not here to see the sights. Don't let your guards down. We know. Anyway, is it chilly here or is it just me? Well, we're pretty far up north, so it can't be helped. Gorin is used to far lower temperatures in the other kingdoms. I don't like the cold. It's quiet. Almost too quiet. There has to be some martyrs lurking around here. Well, the corpse only shows up if you venture deep enough into the ruins, near where the clock tower is located, so just keep your eyes peeled. What's up? This is kind of embarrassing, but do you think there's a bathroom somewhere around here? Oh, I completely fucking forgot about this weird bit. Sheena, do you need to go number 1 or number 2? That's none of your fucking business! Ow, why do you look so excited? Oh no, what's a grave situation? Lily, not you too. Yeah, this is such a weird thread. I don't know why they wrote this in. It's just like, okay, I guess, sure, we all have this. I wish they didn't enter this stupid parameter for characters to experience their time of the month. You're alright? No, I'm not. I'm not sure. I can hold it for much longer. Claire, where's the bathroom? Well, there should be a washroom towards the center of the ruins. I'll lead you. Anyone hear that? They sound like footsteps. These footsteps. You're kidding, right? It can't be. Why is... Claire? Uh-oh! Like the fucking... Oh, the Ultra Instinct music starts playing, it walks off the scent. Glenn! Guys, something big's coming our way! Are you serious? What's the corpse all the way out here? I can't remember which one's the death end. Attack? It's just dial. It's just like text if we don't. So I don't mind if I get it right and miss it. I just honestly can't remember which one's which. Ah! Everyone okay? The Guardian. It's too powerful. So there's a truck walking up the road, so I just stopped for a second. So his Bear Scout stats must be padded or something. I warned you. You guys are reckless. Even if I were the tribe rewriting the code, this monster is unreasonably dangerous. Claire, if we use your bomb thing, then do you think it'll work against this boss? Yep, the Vessel Crusher has been tested in battle plenty of times with success. Seems like it'll do the trick. Of course, I see my reputation on its effectiveness. Claire, use it! Please, I promise I'll pay you. Guess an IOU will have to do for now, eh? Fine then, go on, take it. Thank you. How generous of you. And get used to it. Hey, how does this thing work? I think if you pick wrong, the thing just catches you all and kills you. And it's no, like, CG for it. As close to the beast as you can. Then chuck it once you see an opening in its neck roll. Okay, then I'll handle it. Claire. What? I'm glad you're with us. Huh? Yeah! Go! Beep! Great job, Sheena! Did it work? Alright. What? P-Roreen. Oh. Sheena! Sheena! Sheena, are you okay? Sheena! Enigma, is Sheena breathing? No. What? You're kidding, right? Sheena, hey, Sheena, answer me. Sheena! It can't be. Hey, Claire, what's going on? Did the bomb not work? I don't know. I have no clue what's going on. need to get her out of here. Let's grab Sheena and run for it. Oh, Sheena, are you okay? The blood... Oh, she won't stop bleeding. Crap, if Sheena dies, then her communication could be severed. There's a chance that she won't respond, or her consciousness could be deleted. If either case were to happen, then we might never find her body. I can't afford to let her die in World's Odyssey. Beep. Try not to move her head as much as possible. Lay her down here. No time for crying. If you wanted to live, then move. Okay, the fact that we can save tells me that that wasn't the death end. Yeah, running away was the death end. But like I said, it's only a couple lines of dialogue, so I'm really not that fussed. Want to live, then move. Okay, I'm not going for it. If you want to see every death end, watch my Let's Play. Sheena. Her face was smashed. Look how messed up her nose and teeth are. Is there any way for her to recover from this? I'm going to use all the medicine and magic stones that I have. Come back, Sheena. Sheena, hang in there. Don't die, Sheena, please. Come back to us. Claire. What? I'm glad you're with us. You're not going to die. I'll never let you go that easily. Alright. Something in her throat. Uses recovery item to restore some health first. Wait. Pardon me for interrupting, but I'm not sure that I have any faith in your items. What did you say? Your bomb proved ineffective. As a result, Sheena is in critical condition. Yeah, I don't believe it either. Enigma, is there a possibility that the bomb was somehow corrupted by the Itoma, hence why it didn't detonate properly? Sure, it's a possibility, but equally, there's a chance that the bomb was defective from the get-go. That can't be. I've never once saw a defective item in my life. If the bomb was in fact corrupted by the Itoma, then you knowingly allowed Sheena to expose herself to deadly risk. What? What's all this corruption talk? Can't you think logically for a second? I can't trust you or your hokey items. If Sheena dies, then I don't want Sheena to die either. If she doesn't wake up, I'll never forgive you. Yeah, this one I will drop a quick save. Because I think it's if you have, if you spend time analyzing it first, it, Oh, I think it's this one. Hold on a minute, everyone. Let's rein it in. Whether or not we trust her is one thing, but we don't treat Sheena quickly enough, then she will die. You fine with that? Okay, it's the other one, because we can save. The easiest way to figure out if you've got a death end or not is whether you can save. If you can't save, it's because you're fucking locked in. If I click this, you see how the save's gone immediately.
If there's a way for me to separate the data from her consciousness and her physical model, then there might be hope for us to save Sheena. I'll figure something out. Hang in there, Sheena. We'll save you. Damn it. If this game were working properly, then this wouldn't be so difficult.
Hey, what's going on over there? At this rate, Sheena's gonna...
Shut up! No, sorry. That was out of line. I just need some space to think, okay?
I'm the one who's sorry. This is all my fault. Use as many items and healing stones as you need. Please, just let me know what I can do.
The entire world is corrupted by strains of...
Yep, just double checking. It's gone. It's not there. You can't return the title either. You're fucking... Yeah, the fact that you can't return the title is evil. You can't load up, but you can't return the title. No, you have to fucking see this to the end, bitch.
But... the bomb was defective. In truth, whatever medicine you're trying to give us could just as easily fail.
I can't seem to grasp how or why the bomb didn't work. Seriously, I've never ever had a problem with any of my products.
True or not, there's no changing the fact that it did not work. Therefore, we cannot rely on your medicine to do us any favors.
So are you telling me there's nothing I can do?
Yes.
Who cares about you right now? I don't care what it takes. We need to do everything we can to save Sheena. We can't lose her. Enigma, if you're still planning on saving her, now would be a good time.
Soon! I just need a few more seconds.
Damn it, I feel so helpless. Enigma, are you sure you can manage on your own?
Oh, look, Sheena stopped breathing! Enigma, hurry!
Alright, we're good. Time to initiate the program.
Please, Sheena, wake up!
It's running. How's Sheena doing?
She's still not moving.
What's going on? You said that she'd be okay.
Sheena! She's awake! What a relief!
My body.
Relax, Sheena. I've temporarily separated your mind from your body. It might be a pain for now, but hang tight until your body's healed, okay?
Sheena's gonna be okay, right?
Yeah, for now. She's alive.
Promptly eliminate unknown factors.
Yeah,
Promptly eliminate unknown
this one's kind of
factors.
mean when you think about it.
Promptly eliminate
If the
unknown
system's all
factors.
glitched out to begin with, of course, one
What's
entity
going on?
getting separated into two entities, it's gonna think is a glitch and then just shut Sheena down.
Sheena, please! Come back!
You can't die, Sheena!
God damn it! The corpse is coming! It's heading right for us! Lily! Al! You two need to get out of here, or else...
I'm not leaving Sheena behind!
I too will raise my weapon. Once more.
No, don't fight them, Lily!
Promptly eliminate unknown factors.
No!
This is no use! We need to get out of here! Sheena is already dead!
No, she's not dead yet!
Al! Run for it! Otherwise they'll kill us all!
Promptly eliminate unknown factors.
Yeah, effectively, because of how the system works anyway, one more entity was technically within the World Odyssey than what was supposed to be there. I'm kind of like spoiling a little of like what's coming later, but essentially that's what happened. Every entity that is present within World Odyssey is planned, including Arata. So when one extra appeared by Arata separating Sheena's body from her mind, that technically counted as two entities. So now it was one more than what was actually planned, so the system corrected itself to make sure that the plan, so to speak, carried on. And by doing that, it killed Sheena. Which then caused the system to go haywire, because by killing Sheena, it then killed two entities instead of one. So now it was one less than it was supposed to be. So then it went on to then shut the whole system down, which is why it then killed everyone. So it might not. So when you first watch it, it might not make sense. Once you played the game through and you know more about what's going on in the grand picture, that's basically what happened there. They didn't follow the system, and the system then responded. So yeah, let's just say, hey, Kaya's item's fine. Hold on a minute, everyone. Let's rein it in. Whether or not we trust her is one thing, but if we don't treat Sheena quickly enough, then she will die. Are you fine with that? No. I know how concerned all of you are. I'm right there with you. I've tried to scan the data for Claire's items. Would that put you more at ease? Yes. Claire, you too. Huh? Oh, yes. From what I see, her recovery items and stones aren't corrupted by any bugs. Alright, you're all clear to treat Sheena. See, I told you. I have no idea what you mean by corrupted by any bugs, but I told you everything would work out. Also, yeah, Lily's like, Sheena needs to live so she can, like, marry her. Hey, Claire, I don't mean to put pressure on you, but we need to act fast. Whether or not she survives is dependent on you. Leave it to me, I'll save her, I promise. I know a foreign technique from the southeast. I'm going to stimulate her breathing by pounding on her chest. So stand back, everyone. She's actually going to do CPR. Save her if it's not too late. Damn it. Whenever I want to scan an item, analyzing its specs way too long. If only we had some kind of design document.
Tokiwa.
Meanwhile,
Who's the one in charge of handling our company's confidential records?
Rin, obviously. Duh. I think she's been overseeing everything while our CEO is out of town.
Then, if I were to ask her, she would know where we keep design documents for past projects, right?
Design documents? You mean for World's Odyssey? They should either be in Rin's office or stored somewhere in the warehouse.
Thanks. I'm gonna head over then.
What? Head over? Wait a sec. Going to the cafe is one thing, but you can't just waltz into the office. There are still press people staking the place out without a doubt. Not to mention those weirdos in rabbit masks.
Tokiwa, something unexpected happened in Odyssey. An item that was supposed to work didn't.
What? Was it a bug?
Beats me. Because of the item, though, Sheena is on the verge of death. Clearing the game doesn't seem like it'll be a simple task anymore. I need to prepare for any eventuality, which is why I need those design documents as soon as possible. The rules of the game are changing.
I get where you're coming from, but what you're planning is a huge risk. Think it over some more. What? Oh, it's just my phone. Jeez, that scared me. I hate the sound of vibration.
Who is it?
Oh, it's Lydia.
Really?
oh, Lydia's suddenly come back from heaven. I mean, we're not supposed to know
Lydia,
that yet.
Is everything okay on your end?
Hey, potential third game main character.
What?
What's the matter? Tokiwa!
She said help. She mentioned that she was being followed by people in rabbit masks.
Where is she?
Lydia, where are you right now? Tell me your location. The neighborhood on the other side of the train station? By where the library is?
I'm on my way. Tokiwa, watch over Sheena. Oh, and about the design documents, try getting a hold of Rin.
Got it. Arida,
Huh?
be safe, okay?
Yeah. If I don't return by morning, report it to the police.
Don't say that. If you don't come back, I'll never forgive you.
Fucking the ship that needs to happen. I genuinely, I say it every time, I genuinely don't vibe with the Arata and Sheena relationship. They don't click with each other the way they keep on trying to tell us they do. Tokiwa and Arata, on the other hand, those two actually have chemistry. Tokiwa clearly genuinely fucking cares about that man. And it's not just like a harmless crush, she genuinely cares about him. Like, as much as I mean about the Sheena Lily thing, like, that's whatever, but no, like, the relationship that actually needs to happen is that Tokiwa needs that to work out for her. Like, Code Z and Death End 3 has the opportunity to take a step back and reevaluate some of this. Because it's been a few years, they might have taken a step back and gone, yeah, well, I mean, it's a very good chance it will never manifest, because that's just seemingly not the direction they're going. But a man can dream that they can take a step back in Dirk 3, and at one point Sheena can go, you know what, Arata? I'm not the woman for you. That one is, and just points at Tokiwa, and Tokiwa's like, me? Like, points at her own face with both her fingers, like, me? And we're getting it. After Mary Skelter 2 and Death End 2 were a lot more... Well, more so Mary Skelter 2. Mary Skelter 2 straight up had two girls get married. But, like they're getting more confident about having gay relationships in it and whatnot as well. Like, they can have Sheena and Lily do their own thing, I think. They don't have to keep on just kind of queer-baiting it. They can actually let them do their own thing more and actually build on that more in future installments, I hope. There's never been a straight ship I've rooted for about as hard as Arata and Tokiwa. It was like, these two need to get this shit sorted. These two need to sort their shit out. Anyway, sounds like these crazies have moved on from me and Tokiwa. Now they're after Lydia. And these rabbit people only pursuing Enigma staff members? What the hell do they want? I really can't wait until we get more info on Dirk Frey. They say we're going to get more info in the autumn, so there's a good chance it will show up at Tokyo Game Show, because that's, you know, a month away. And I can't remember exactly when Code Z comes out in Japan, but I think Code Z will be out by then, before Tokyo Game Show. So it will make sense, like, have the spin-off out and then start dropping, like, teasing little bits of info for, like, Dirk 3 proper. But I can't wait, man. Like, it's so nice to know more Dirk content is coming, and it's coming soon. And we're gonna see shit soon, you know? Like, it's genuinely exciting, because we've had, like, we always kind of gathered more was coming, but we've had audio silence for, like, years after Dirk 2's release, you know? Like, if you count just the Western release, since 2020, it's been years.
I'm scared for my life.
Don't worry, I'll be right over. Is there anything nearby that you could identify so I can get an idea of where you're hiding?
I also kind of want them to just, in general, regardless of whether it's Sheena, Tokiwa, or Lydia, I want them to commit with one. Because in Dirk 1, you see it more as you go on. It's not that they have like a direct harem going on, but it's like Tokiwa clearly has a crush on Arata. And Lydia, straight up, like, she mixes her words a little bit, but like way later on, she straight up admits she's in love with him. And it's just like, Arata, Sheena loves you, Tokiwa loves you, fucking Lydia loves you. It's like, no, fucking commit. Stop this harem bullshit. I don't care for it. It's the same reason why I don't like playing as, like, I didn't really like Jack with Mary Skelter Nightmare, so I don't really like the whole harem angle. I like it to be more, focused. It's like, it's genuinely one of my pet peeves. Let's go with Polycule. I mean, that would probably never happen, unfortunately. I would be down for it, like, in a game, or, like, a story, just because I think there is a mature way to handle it, and not just harem. Which is basically how all of them handle it. You know, if we can dance around it all we want, but that's basically Data Live. Data Live is basically just harem, and it's like, come on. But I would love like a maturely written or handled poly in any kind of media, because they're real, they're a thing, and they do work. They work. That I do know people. I know a throuple, and they do pretty fine between the three of them. I mean, later on in Dal, it basically just goes down to, like, the ultimate goal is Toka. I need to say Tokiwa because I have this on my mind. Toka is always, like, the actual goal. But you know, Origami's after it. Yoshino just wants a friend, so she's just kind of around. Like, the Hurricane Sisters, they're kind of doing their own thing, but no, they still very much like being around Shido. Like, Natsumi is hella into Yoshino, and I won't hear it any other way. Natsumi is 110% into Yoshiro, and I won't take it any other way. She abso-fucking-lutely is. Yeah, but I genuinely, I would love a maturely written poly in any form of media, like, to be like with a thing.
A light pole.
What else?
Street lights.
Are you kidding me?
I was making my way through a dim neighborhood, with not so much as a street sign in view. The area was underdeveloped, meaning streetlights were few and far between. It was a gamble, but I jogged over towards the only light pole I could find, and there stood Lydia.
Is that her? Hey, Lydia!
Haruta!
Are you okay?
Yeah. Thanks so much for coming. I didn't think I'd make...
What's wrong with your foot?
Someone in a black jacket and a rabbit mask hooked my leg with a wooden stick.
Lydia's like, I want to say she's like 5'0". Imagine going up to like some 5'0" little Zuma kid and like bashing her knee in with a baseball bat. That's basically what she took. That's basically what she just experienced. Like, what the fuck?
Then I twisted my ankle and tripped. It's throbbing.
Looks like you got a scratch on your nose, too.
Well, obviously. I landed face first.
The other reason why I kind of hope Lydia's playable in Dirk 3 is because I genuinely love her attitude. Because she's just got a little bit more sass. Sheena, like to go through the pro tag, Sheena in Dirk 1 is she is goody two shoes, to be blunt. She's just unmistakable, unchallengeable kindness, no matter what the situation is. She just wants to love the world. Mai is almost the polar opposite. She's extremely pessimistic because she has a dark history, and it's the whole Ice Queen with the ice that melts as the time goes on story. But I just want Lydia to just be a little shy, but all sass in Dark 3 and have her be the protag. I would love her to just be a little more like, yeah, well, no shit about certain things. And the reason why I specify sass is because I think Code Z is going to give us sadistic. I think Code Z's protagonist, especially if the implication that it's the reincarnation of Rapuka ends up being real, she's probably going to be a little sadistic. She's going to be a little on the let me just go hurt people kind of approach the world. And I think that will be fun in its own way. But I just want some of a bit of spark, you know, some of a bit of a kickback.
Didn't she cover her face when she fell? Here, I'll give you a piggyback ride.
What? I can't let you do that.
If it's just you, then I can move without a problem. Aren't those rabid people still around?
But they'll touch you.
Oh, right, I fucking forgot that Lydia's, like, super self-conscious about her chest.
Huh? What will?
My chest! I can't!
What? Give me a break!
The artist is like, people are out here trying to fucking kill you, and you've got an injured leg, and the easiest way for me to carry you and still be able to move quickly is a piggyback ride, because carrying you just in my arms restricts what I can do. Fucking give me a break. Well, I'm with Archer on this one, like, fucking get over yourself. I bent down and pulled my arm around the back of Lydia's knees for leverage. Then I put my other arm around her neck to holster up. Behind her neck.
Whoa! The princess hold!
Hey.
What is this? An Otomi game?
It's like, fine, I'll pick you up with my hands, but now his hands aren't free.
Can't you be serious for 1 second? Seriously, these people are out to get us. Just keep quiet and hold on tight.
Yay!
That was from the soul. I can tell the voice actor, that was from the soul. She's like, hey, we want you to pretend you're getting, like, princess carried, and you're, like, really happy about it. And the actress was like, I know how to handle this, and, like, but you need to be quiet about it because people will get used to it. She's like, I got you, chief. Like, I imagine in the booth, Lydia's actress was like, I know what I'm doing here. I got this. The lights turned green. With Lydia in my arms, I tried carrying her all over to where Tokyo and Rin were. Speaking of the VAs, I really hope, and it's the only thing I'm a little concerned about, and we'll find out when, like, we get more English footage for Code Z. I really hope the original English cast return. Because that has been something on the back of my mind where it's like, it's been 4 years since Dirk 2. Although that's not the longest time, and actors have come back to reprise their role for longer lasting projects, that is still a good while, and I hope that, like, you know, like, Kaylee Mills is still Sheena, you know, Ryan Bartley is still Mai, Deneen Melody is still Rottie, etc., like, Erica Harlatcher is still Claire, etc. Like, I still hope everyone is everyone, and, like, there isn't any swap arounds. Look, I know that, like, Kaylee Mills takes her performance as Sheena, like, to heart. Like, she always has, like, she'll talk about, like, her performance as Keishing in Genshin and other things and all that and that, but she always still, like, every now and then she'll talk about Sheena, so I know she holds Sheena close to her heart. And I know Deneen Melody loves Rottie. She loves Rottie like a sibling or a child. Like, she loves Rottie. And it makes me so happy every time, like, Deneen, like, happens to bring up, like, the conversation happens to go a direction where Deneen can bring up Rottie. And because she genuinely does love Rottie. I can't remember if it was her, like, her first or just, like, one of her, like, big significant ones. But, like, one of the things that, like, she enjoyed playing Rottie because it was, like, one of the first times where she got to perform an openly gay character. And she just loved being able to put that into her performance. Because she is, like, Rottie is, like, the most unapologetic character in, like, recent media. Like, she is so down bad for Mai at every opportunity and reminds of, like, Mai to her face that she's down bad for her at every opportunity. It's one of the most charming fucking things about that game. Like, I admired a commitment. It was inspiring. Like, this, I was like, this girl knows what bag she wants to nab, and she will do everything she can to make sure she gets that dough. She will make sure she gets it. It's in my arms, so I was kind of running towards Lydia and Ren. I can't remember what the death end here is at all. A car? Run as fast as you can? No, we're fucked. I don't know if it was my lack of exercise or my lack of sound judgment, but for a moment the sound of a screeching car was synchronized with the sensation of Lydia and I being lifted into the air. The last thing I saw before slamming against the wet pavement was Lydia's neck, twisted and broken, before I was enveloped by darkness. Great death end. Fucking peak death end. So glad we had it. Push out the way.
Shit!
As I stepped forward across the street, a black car came barreling across the intersection, its tire marks skidding across the dark asphalt. They sped through the red light. I had no time to react. I threw Lydia away from where I was just in time to avoid the car that was charging towards me. But before I could get away, I lost my momentum and fell to my knees. Headlights flashed in front of my eyes, and I was blinded by a cascade of whites. I heard that in moments of extreme fear, the body has a way of slowing everything down, giving you time to react in a split second. I might have overheard that on the television. I believe they called it fight or flight. Is this how I die? I bet it's going to hurt. My shoulder's already bruised, so I just hope the car hits me quick enough to kill me. Actually, a direct collision into my ribs might debilitate me, at least so I've heard. Maybe an impact to my spine would be an instant death. I mean, if this is how I go, if this is how I go, I'm gonna fucking pick it, bitch. Damn it, sorry. Sheena.
La'ars, Moriendi, Remit Val, Omnis Toi.
And because Lydia is actually from, like I've talked about it many a times, but I said before, like, I am going to be spoiling shit throughout most of this game. There's some things that I might not just because of impact value, but for the most part, like, I am the all-knowing, and I've done a full Let's Play of both these games, and they're 5 and 4 years old, respectively. I'm going to talk about spoilers as we go through it, because it's just fun to talk about what things mean and how they are. But yeah, Lydia's from basically like a heaven realm. It's why she was gone for a chunk of the story, because she's basically just checking in with, like, heaven. I know it's not called that, but it's basically what it is, like, to make it make more logic. And so she has a few magic tricks. What we can do in the World Odyssey, as in, like, adjust code to make it so Sheena finds a way forward, is basically what Lydia can do in real life.
My neck feels a little warm.
I was mesmerized. I went to bask in the warmth for a second longer before apprehensively opening my eyes. Obscured by the shine of light was a shadowy outline of a mysterious figure walking towards me. Who was it? Soon my vision cleared up. I realized that my head was resting on Lydia's lap, and I stood up with an incredulous smile.
Lydia, are you okay?
I'm safe. Thanks to your quick thinking.
I see. Well, that's good. What have I missed?
You were almost run over, but you dodged the car somehow.
Yeah, let's go with that. We didn't just hear you, like sing a spell. It's fine. Were those headlights? Right behind Lydia, I could have sworn I saw a blinding flash of white light. Light sparked in the corner of her eyes. Is she crying?
Ouch.
Does your shoulder hurt?
Yeah, I threw it out when I hurled you onto the street. Feels like it's on fire.
Arta, you sound like an old man.
Shut up. I'm a nerd, not an athlete. Ow.
Same, brother. I'm a nerd, not an athlete. Same, brother.
How about you? You hurt?
I think I bruised my butt falling down.
Ah, shit. Oh, no, Lydia.
Really? I'm sorry to hear that. Makes sense, since I basically chucked you over, huh?
There might be a welt down there. Could you check it out for me?
Oh, Lydia. Oh, Lydia. I appreciate that you can fuck around in such a dangerous time.
Stop it. I already apologized.
I'm only joking. Thanks, Arata.
The thing is, if we are going off main character syndrome in terms of shipping, I know I keep on going back to this conversation, but if they're so hell-bent on being main character syndrome, as in, if they're the main characters, they have to be together, that's what main character syndrome is. Where, like, even if it doesn't necessarily make sense, if the writers decide because they're the main characters, they should be together, any other ship be damned. If they're hell-bent on doing that, if Lydia's the pro-tag in Dirk 3, there's still another opportunity for it to not be Sheena that Arata ends up with. I still would be annoyed that it isn't Tokiwa, but genuinely, I think, like, my biggest gripe isn't that it's Arata and Sheena, it's that Arata and Sheena, I think, don't work. I think Arata would be better off with, like, Tokiwa or Lydia, because I think that just makes more sense for his character and the dynamic he has with the others. And it's not even just because, like, you know, I ship Sheena with Lily. That's not even about that. I just think that Sheena and Arata don't click for me. It doesn't feel like it flows the same way. But that's entirely just me. But, like, if they make Lydia a main, then main character syndrome could still be in effect, but also in a way that makes a little more sense. I wouldn't mind Lydia and Arata having a bit of a click. Especially because, like, to jump the gun, she straight up confesses she loves him later on.
Yeah, we need to get out of here. Are you able to move?
My butt hurts. I'm not sure if I can run fast enough.
Well, I'm giving you a piggyback ride. Is that good enough for you, princess?
Well, I guess it'll do.
This freeloader. How come she gets to complain?
Just repeating Mary Skelter. I mean, I get that, because that was literally fucking Jack and Alice, wasn't it? Main too, and it's like they always like stuck to each other's hips. And it's like, but those two, I was more prepared to kind of like acknowledge it because they were prison buddies. And so like they were used to seeing each other at the absolute worst. So it wasn't like something they had to adjust to. They could only really, like, even in the terrible circumstances, they could only really go up and up and up. But what helped me make it slide was Little Mermaid, and I think her name's Asuka. I can't remember her name. Is it Otsa or Asuka or something like that? I think it's Otsa. Where, like, they're straight up like a married couple, and they have pet names for each other. They call each other Prince and Princess, and it's like, they're like the most peak relationship in the series, and like they get married twice. Because like they have to, like, one, like it doesn't quite happen the way they want it to, so they Otsu, thank you. And so like they basically like effectively renew their vows because they just love each other that much. And like you get to see the dynamic of them being a married couple in final, even though they get separated for parts of it. But it's just like, that made me so happy. Like, it wasn't just, you know, oh, the couple get together. It's the fact that you see them get married. I was just like, that made it all worth it. That made all the Jack and Alice bullshit so worth it to see that. Because the thing with Jack and Alice is that, like, I get it and it makes sense. My problem is that I just don't care for Jack. But I like Alice as a character. I just don't care for Jack. I think Jack's the weak link. It's another reason that's like another point for Mary Skelter 2. He's not fucking in it. Well, he technically is, but it's complicated. He's the monster that's with you for most of Mary Skelter 2. He just becomes human afterwards, because Mary Skelter 2 is a prequel. But because he's the monster, he's, you know, less involved in all the bullshit. I hope Mary Skelter 2 finds a way to escape just being on the Switch. I know why it's not on console, because that was during, like, the worst years of Sony censorship, and some of the things that would have been censored would have made Mary Skelter 2's core mechanics not work, which is why it never happened. But I still hope eventually they find a way, especially nowadays with how Sony, although they still have their moments, are a lot more at ease with it than they used to be, because of how many complaints and resistances and yada yada. It's now on Steam. Oh, then there you go. Mary Skelter 2 probably has my favourite soundtrack of the bunch. And that's just because the dungeon themes fucking carry. Almost all the dungeons are returning to dungeons from Mary Skelter 1. But now with the experience of Mary Skelter 1, so they kind of rework a lot of them. And then they remix all the tracks from those dungeons. And some of the remixes fucking pop off. like that carnival area that you started Dirk 1 in, when you get to there in Dirk 2, the remix is genuinely like one of my favorite tracks in the game. And like the I forget what the track's called, but and I know this doesn't narrow it down when I say this, but the track that starts with a violin solo, and then like a drum beat adds onto it, and the violin carries on, and it just like keeps on picking up and going. That track is pure peak. It is pure sex. It is so good on the ears. It's Mary Skelter 2's soundtrack is so fucking good. I think it's called Tales of Hamelin is the one I'm thinking of. Where it goes with the violin, and it like just Sorry, the rate I'm going, we're not going to get through Chapter 3 in this stream, because I keep on getting sidetracked. I'm in a chatty mood. I'm in a chatty mood. I think knowing that I've not got work this week, it's just kind of put me in higher spirit, and it's just like, yeah, fuck it, let's just stream, let's just chat shit, let's just bounce off. I can't wait to do more Final Fantasy tomorrow, get back to that after so long. I look both ways down the street, cautious about seeing another car zooming past, and I return to the train station with Lydia in tow.
Alright, we've been at it for a while now. I don't think the rabid people will find us here. Crap!
Hello there! A minute of your time, perhaps.
Two men stood ahead, staring back at us while their bodies were hidden by a water fountain. Clutched in the man's hand was a police badge.
Shit, it's the police.
It's the Popo. Speaking of the police, Zhu Yuan in Xenozone Zero, I maxed out her trust rank this morning, so I now have her as a background on my phone, so I'm like, hell yeah, I'm best friends with Zhu Yuan. And her final trust event, I kind of wish I showed it on stream, but because I wasn't like really fussed about it, I was just like, whatever. Her final trust event is hilarious. She has some videotapes that were from the police station that won't work on their official videotape players, and because she assumed we have an older model or a back-ended one that might be able to run it, she comes around, and Belle instantly recognizes them. She's like, no, the reason why they're not working on them as official is because they're bootleg. But they're not any kind of bootleg. To quote Belle, she meant they're those kind of films. And Ju-Yuan's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And then you watch them, and you don't see them, obviously. It just says it is indeed, quote-unquote, those kind of films. And it comes back, and Ju-Yuan is blushing like crazy, and she goes, oh, it's that! And it's like, did they fucking just watch a snuff film? It's like, did Belle and Zhu Yuan just casually just watch, like, a snuff film? Because I think they fucking did. And it's like, well, do you want to go with the rest of them? And Zhu Yuan's like, no, I think I get the gist. I don't need to watch the rest of them. Only got that trophy? Oh, hell yeah, dude. And like I've got Ambi's event as well, so I'll be able to max out Ambi's trust event. But I just wanted to start the stream, so I'll do that afterwards. And I think I need to hang out with Grace one more time. So like tomorrow, I'll hopefully be able to get Grace locked in, and to like get max out her trust event. The main reason you do them is just so you can have the pause background, not just be Belle all the time. I mean, never mind. Ooh.
Lydia, get the hell out of here. Call Tokyo and find a safe place to hide.
What about you, Arita?
We can't stick together. I'll see what they want and then catch up with you guys later. Just hurry up and move.
We didn't get the achievement. Ooh. Lydia pursed her lips, fidgeting as contemplated leaving me before finally stepping away.
Who was the girl?
Oh, just a friend of mine. She sped home so she wouldn't miss her favorite anime.
Yeah, Bleach is on, you know how it is. And he's like, that girl watches Bleach? Oh, Jesus Christ, you should dump her, dude. We're not a thing. Well, don't be a thing. What the hell's wrong with Bleach? You know, it's just one of those normie animes. Why aren't you watching something like... I'm going to stop that joke there. I'm gonna kill that bit now.
So, can I help you with something? Are you trying to bring me in for questioning?
You work for Enigma, don't you?
Huh?
Now, don't be coy. You're Arita Mizunashi.
Oh yeah, but we're going to get like the full good cop, bad cop treatment here.
Yes, I am.
I assume you're aware of the cyber-terrorist attack that's been making headlines, right? You see, son, I'm not one to believe that Enigma is the group responsible for this attack. In fact, I think your name was incorrectly lumped in.
I want to reiterate if this happened in the real world, where like there was some big cyber attack and a company name was suddenly slammed on it, a company logo, not even the name, just a logo that looks familiar, I don't think they would start headhunting the staff like this. I think the police would take a step back and go like, hey, it's probably much more likely that a hacker's just using either a coincidentally similar looking logo or is deliberately using that logo to try and like get under their skin. You know there's a real like Umbrella Corp, right, that uses the actual fucking logo? But Resident Evil depicts them as like evil monsters. People don't then look at the news and go, hang on a minute. I know that's different, but you get what I mean. I feel like the way this is handled is not how it would be handled in real life. I don't think like all the employees would suddenly get headhunted like this.
I mean, with both the authorities and the press hot in your tail, I imagine this must have been.
But yeah, we're absolutely getting like headhunted. We're absolutely getting good cop, bad cops.
Prove you're innocent. We were interested in bringing you in as one of your company's staff members to clear some things up for us, just for formality's sake. What do you say? Mind walking down to the station with us?
Of course, this is all at will. If you deny our request, however, one might be inclined to believe that you've got something to hide.
Well, I can't stay for too long, though. That all right?
Of course. We won't use up too much of your time. The station's just down the street. If we find nothing of note, you'll be home in a flash.
Got it. I guess I can spare 10 minutes.
Thank you for your cooperation.
A kind smile formed the detective's lips as I nodded in acceptance of his invitation.
You're a real son of a bitch. You won an award for that performance?
Hey! Look at me when I'm talking to you. I know you did it, you rat-faced punk. You can't play dumb forever. This won't go how you think it will.
I was careful not to let my guard down as they escorted me to the station. As soon as I walked through the door, my suspicions were confirmed.
To no surprise, I was thrown into the cold interrogation room. The detectives wasted no time barking at me.
Arata Mizunashi, I don't think you understand how much shit you're in. Allow me to explain why you and your company are currently suspects in this cyber terrorism catastrophe.
Yeah, some hackers using a logo. We've been down this road before. You're accusing a whole company of what's likely just one fucko's actions. Great job, great detective work. I love the police.
Remember when cell phones, TVs, and computers were all displaying an image when the initial hack started up? Our intel team informed us that the funny image appearing on those hacked devices matches the login screen for your company's video game. At first,
yeah, great detective work. Who was your intel? Some fucking nerd? If I was Arta, I'd be such a whiny bitch. I would be such a punk here. I'd be like, oh, who was it, huh? Was it some kid? Was it some fucking 10-year-old you found on the street and just went, hey, I recognize this from some video game? Is that how it went?
But then we realized the command hub that initiated the illegal global terror attack was connected to Enigma's main server all along.
You mean the server that's currently owned by Aggle and has not been under our enforcement for over a year to use the actual game's information that it is shared with us to our point? You should be going after Aggle, not us.
What? That can't be true.
That brings us to you. You've been accessing the Enigma servers from your home office, haven't you? What were you doing?
Is he talking about World's Odyssey? Well, I'm a programmer, so I was coding one of my games remotely. I wasn't accessing Enigma's servers. I was using another company's.
You bastard. We have transmission records straight from Aggle that show exactly when you connected to Enigma's servers. You still want to play dumb? Huh?
That can't be right. The game is operating off of Aggle's servers. There's no way I could have gotten access into the game without logging into Aggle's user interface.
Are you saying that Aggle's lying? Why should we believe you?
You're saying the billion-dollar corporation is lying? How dare you? What the fuck? Detective, you're an idiot. At this point, if I was at Aruto, I'd be like, have you ever heard of idiot plot? It's where the plot only moves forward because someone is an idiot. That's what you're doing right now. Because you can't put two and two together that a billion-dollar corporation's covering their ass.
What should I do? Even if I were to tell them the whole story about Odyssey, they probably wouldn't believe me. I'll prove my innocence. Actually, there's no way you could have accessed those records without the proper clearance. So I'm inclined to believe they were illegally obtained. We're way past the 10 minutes that I promised. I'm going home now. This whole thing is at will anyways, right?
Yeah, go ahead. For now, that is.
Well, so we'll deal with you later, Detective. I know who you are. The detective plopped into his chair with a thud as he glared intensely back at me. I wasn't sure who was the cop and who was the crook.
You better believe that once we dig up enough dirt on you, I'll be knocking on your door with an arrest warrant. Remember me. The man that's going to arrest you is Senji Izumi.
Why is he so damn persistent? Oh, maybe it's because his daughter's missing? Oh, gee, I wonder who his daughter is. I wonder if there's a girl out there that has real bad daddy issues that we've met this stream. That maybe there's a correlation where she talks about the father always being too busy and not spending enough time with her, and how it led to daddy issues. Gee, I wonder if there's a connection in how we meet both of these characters in the same chapter, and how it's written that way to make sure that you meet both of them in the same chapter. I wonder if there's a connection. I wonder if there's a thread somewhere that ties this together. I can't see it, can you? He was needlessly aggressive, giving me an impression that there was something amiss. But I didn't have time to waste.
I'm leaving. Oh, come on. We were just getting started. Right, Mizunashi?
The detective known as Hizumi tried putting his hands on my shoulder as I stood up from my seat, and he pressed me back into my chair.
Ow! Hey, you want to know why the cops are after you?
Humor me.
People are starting to die after playing that game you helped program.
What?
You saw the screenshot that went public after the cyber attack, didn't you? The one from the game you worked on? Some hacker had some grand plans. And by God, the madman did it.
Did what?
Just like your company, this hacker signed an NDA with Aggle to license the Alice engine and develop a game with its technology.
This isn't Ray Chase, is it? It vaguely sounds like him at times. I don't know if it is. Is it Ray Chase? Is this my prince, my future king, Noctis Lucius Caim? It's from Final Fantasy 15. Is this my guy?
Thinking he'd have a bit of fun, this hacker decided to infiltrate the
It
server
sounds a lot
with
like
the
him.
assets
I think
related
it
to
might
the
actually be
Alice
Ray
engine.
Chase. I didn't hear it until he started getting a bit more mumbly, but I can kind of hear the voice.
That includes World's Odyssey, which otherwise would have been inaccessible to him.
He was able to infiltrate the game? Are there players besides Sheena in there?
He entered an incomplete game and began tinkering with some of the settings.
Otherwise known as the subway
changing
announcer of
things
every
that
single
he
Atlas
shouldn't
game
have.
ever for some fucking reason. I don't know why they keep on getting him back specifically as just subway announcer. It's kind of weird.
He scattered proof of
I think
his
like
mistakes
I
all
can
over
only
the
assume
internet.
Atlas are in on the bit now, and they're in on the joke, and they know that people can say that he's like, but he made a joke once that like his best, most iconic role is the subway announcer in Persona 5, and it feels like the moment he said that out loud, Atlas dived on the bit and made him the subway announcer of every single fucking Atlas game, including remasters of like older games. So I'm pretty sure he's the subway announcer in SMT3 Nocturne remastered, because the original Nocturne didn't have any voice acting. If you get in, you'll be a hero. No one's ever seen WOD from the inside. I was able to log in, lol. You guys should join me. Seriously, you're a god, haha. How'd you do it? Even if the game isn't active, it's still hacking. I'm reporting you to the cops. I don't recommend this game for noobs. It's a VR MMO, so you have to wear the right goggles to enter.
This hacker falsified the security protocols to get login verification for Aggle's servers? Whoever it was knew what he was doing. He left behind a digital paper trail so blatant anyone with half a brain could copy him.
Hero, this VR is super immersive, right? Is it safe to jump in? Come back safe, Hero. We'll be waiting for your reply. Did the hero
He
die?
hasn't responded since his last post. This information hasn't been made public. But some of our detectives were able to uncover what became of the hacker. The man's name was Shuzo Kitamura. He was living alone inside of a rundown apartment, but his death was somewhat out of the ordinary.
What?
Yep, the house we've been to. It's the guy from the Sakaki apartments. The one who wrote in the diary. Sounds like someone started stalking him and murdered him once he started digging around the world's Odyssey.
Ever since Kitamura stopped posting, there have been plenty of copycats trying to top what he did on the forum. The second victim is this college student. He was able to compile instructions on how to hack into the Alice Engine servers, using the forums on a computer at his friend's house. One of them was playing the game while wearing a VR headset, while the other was watching his playthrough on the PC monitor.
Yeah, that's a pretty common thing to do with like VR headset with friends. One person just sits and watches.
Without the headset, his buddy could barely make out what was happening on the screen. So according to that kid...
Whoa! It's like you're practically inside the game! They should have this thing up for pre-order with DLC months ago. Dude, you're hogging the headset. Well, whatever. Man, I can't tell what the hell's happening on this monitor. Whoa! This one is enormous! It's gotta be a boss! What's it doing in the tutorial area? I guess this game isn't balanced at all. This is ridiculous! It's practically unplayable! Yeah, go! No, don't die! If you die, then you're buying me dinner! She died. That's a shame. A pretty girl having her stomach torn out of her. What a waste. Hey, what's wrong? Hey!
Oh, that's a lovely fucking sound to hear with headphones on. That was right straight into my skull. Ugh.
Shit, this isn't good. I need to call an ambulance. Shit! Hurry!
As soon as the player's character was killed, foam started coming out of his mouth, and he keeled over. By the time the ambulance arrived, he no longer registered a pulse. The doctors had never seen anything like it. They performed an autopsy, but that was it. No other cause of death could be determined.
Was this really happening? Is this what it meant when your mind goes blank? If what the detective said was true, then what kind of game did we bring into this world? Can dying inside of the game while wearing your headset result in permanent death outside of it? Could that happen to Sheena?
Soon, the kid who survived started posting everywhere. The forum was eventually removed to avoid the risk of more casualties. Take a gander at a screenshot we pulled from the web archive. All right, Mr. Programmer. Why don't you fill us in on how that happened?
I wish I could tell you.
Explain to me how some virtual reality game was able to rip someone's mind from out of their body. I can't wrap my head around it. I mean, it's a video game, not real life. Maybe some wise guy tried bridging the two. I'd be willing to bet that you tried developing a system to render players in some kind of catatonic state, didn't you? Didn't you?
I'd never do anything like that. Now piss off!
You've got some balls, kid.
Let me out of here already. Sheena. If Sheena dies...
Detective Hizumi dropped his phone on the table, rubbing his temples forcefully before seething at me with bare teeth.
Sheena, you know something, don't you? Suit yourself. If you insist that you're innocent, then you'll need to prove it to me.
Yeah, wrong, the other way around. It's innocent till proven guilty. That's how it fucking works. Crazy concept, I know, but I'm going.
I think the two of us need to spend a little more time together, though.
Detective Izumi nodded to the other directors curtly and stepped out of the room. I glanced at his cell phone screen, noticing that his voice recorder had been left on. He had been recording our entire conversation. Yeah, I know, in Japan it's the other way around, but it's still a bit brutal. A text notification pinged on the detective's cell phone. Mizunashi, you've done well, it's me, Werner.
Is that from the CEO?
I've hacked this man's phone. Now I need you to follow my instructions. I'll help you escape. How did he know that I was here? He's supposed to be on a business trip. I immediately reached for the phone to stop it from vibrating again.
So, you've been recording our conversation, huh? Guess I underestimated you.
Don't touch it. Leave it on the table.
It's why the Ace Attorney series is so fun. Because you're always on the fucking back foot. Soon, the other detective watching you will be prompted to leave the room.
Hey, Mr. Narimoto. There's an urgent call waiting for you. They say it's an emergency. I'll patch you through to line 1.
Got it. I'll be right in. All right, Mizunashi. I know that technically you're here at will, but if you leave without our permission, it's not gonna be pretty.
I want you to wait 30 seconds, and after those 30 seconds, I want you to just stand up and walk straight out of the room.
15. 16.
And believe him at first. But the detective had left the room just as CEO suggested, because I have no choice but to trust him. Oh, I mean, yeah, obviously. If you put any Phoenix Wright case into, like, in front of, like, anyone who's ever worked in a courtroom under any sense, they would, like, be 5 seconds in and go, what the fuck is this? I mean, you literally, like, cross-analyze a parrot at one point. You cross-analyze a parrot, you cross-analyze a phone of Shady the Killer in this, in one, like, come on. Like, Phoenix Wright makes itself very fucking clear that it's having fun. It's just gonna fuck around and be silly. But just with serious cases every now and then, and, like, characters that you care about.
20. 21.
At some point I'm going to get back to Phoenix Wright. I want to do the Apollo Justice trilogy, and also the Investigations duology are coming soon, and I'm genuinely looking forward to them. It's going to work, but...
9. 30. What the hell?
Huh? What happened? Power must have tripped.
Ugh, I'm gonna look into it.
Sneak into the crowd, don't draw attention to yourself. Walk, don't run.
Wow, I made it out.
Well done. Now I want you to run to Munakata's office as quickly as you can. Lydia and Rin should be there.
Safe? Oh, thank you, sir. I have no idea how you did it, but I just hope Sheena's okay. I gotta hurry. Tokiwa, how's Sheena?
She's recovering. Don't worry.
On the monitor, I saw Sheena sleeping soundly with Lily and Al by her side.
Arita!
Lydia! Oh, glad to see you got away safely.
Yep, all good.
I've been worried sick about you. Rin here told me that you were arrested by the cops.
Hey, Rin!
Mizunashi, I'm so glad that you're safe.
You too, Rin.
It's been a while since I'd seen her. It was Rin Asaka, the CEO's chief secretary and a company's financial executive. Contrary to her petite size, she's actually older than me. Yeah, isn't she, like, supposed to be in her 30s? Every morning, without fail, she greeted us with company updates, but I can't feel a sense of ease when I see her face.
When the cops took you away, I sent Rin an email asking for her help. In turn, I sent an email to the CEO requesting that he help you, Mizunashi.
Oh, that makes sense. Thanks so much. You really got me out of a bind back there.
The police have no grounds in which to put out a warrant for your arrest. So if they are unlawfully detaining you, then we must exert our right to get you out. Rest assured, the CEO is also hard at work investigating whatever's going on. Please, accept my sincerest apology for all this trouble.
Oh, it's totally fine.
We know neither the culprit nor the motive, so there's no telling what may come of this.
I know it's off topic, but considering how genuinely boiling hot it is right now, today in the UK, like, I think we're like 27 or 28 Celsius right now. I don't know what that fucking is in Fahrenheit or Kelvin. I'm just looking at Lydia in that hoodie, and I'm like, what are you doing, girl? And I'm like, no, wait, that's a video game. They're in Japan. It's probably not that fucking temperature. Like, they're all in, like, hoodies or cardigans and jackets, and I'm just like, how are you all not melting? And I'm like, no. Just looking at them makes me feel, like, hotter than I already am.
Our company is totally innocent, but the press is doing its best to damage our name every chance they get.
I think Aggle might be behind it. They've been feeding the cops false leads in order to defame Enigma and myself. They're up to something.
It's worth looking into.
I'll be sure to let you know if I uncover anything. The future is most uncertain, so don't do anything rash.
Okay.
Got it!
Man, our CEO sure is something. He somehow managed to hack into the lead detective's phone to give me precise instructions on how to escape. Almost like he could see me.
The lights shut off for a second, didn't they?
Was that you, Ren?
I wonder. Mizunashi, Tokiwa's briefed me about everything. Here are the design documents that you requested for World's Odyssey.
Rin held a micro SD card in her small palm and handed it towards me. Stored inside the SD card were the backup files for World Odyssey's design documents. It was exactly what I needed, but I couldn't help but feel like Rin's penchant for being in the right place at the right time was crazy. Oh, excuse me. Jesus Christ. Oh, I had some water. It's crazy.
Oh, thanks a lot. Wait, where's Munakata?
Oh, Natsuo?
Where's that bitch? Where's Munakata?
Some businessman with drinks. Sounds like everybody's off on their own right now. But we should order a pizza to celebrate our reunion.
Hell yeah, Lydia.
As in, forget Munakata? Sounds good to me. Let's grab.
In that case, while we eat, Ren, Lydia, I need to get you up to speed about Sheena.
We were safe in Munakata's office. Well, are we really safe with Munakata and what we know about him? You know what? We'll get to that when we get to Dirk 2. Taking a much-needed reprieve, the comfort of our friends beside us. Hope glimmered in each of our eyes, and the prospect of extracting Sheena to safety with our ending engaged felt more and more realistic. The light was appearing at the end of the tunnel. We're in chapter fucking 3 of 11. Let's not get too carried away of ourselves here. And Tokyo and I exchanged a brief smile. But the sinister plot was only thickening. If you die in World Odyssey, then you die in the real world too. It was a mystery. Who could have thought to program, let alone implement a feature like that? No one from Enigma would have done it. It's practically impossible. The headset, the White Rabbit, had been licensed to us by a contracted developer, but we made no alterations to the device, nor did our designers trigger any synced responses for player logins. Besides, it's inconceivable that anyone could die from a power shortage to their headset. At this point, the proof seemed to point towards Agile Inc., who engineered the Alice engine from its conception. When Munakata returns, perhaps it would be in our interest to pick his brain about it. The pizza's being expensed, so let's let Rin cover it. Best, Werner.
Man, he's good. How did he know we were thinking of ordering pizza? Is he listening to our conversation somewhere?
There you have it. Tokiwa, feel free to customize your pizza to your heart's content.
Oh, and it's fully customizable pizzas too? Uh-oh.
Yay! Arta, whose phone is that?
Oh, we still have the cop's phone, by the way.
Hmm? Wait, this belongs to that scary detective. Oh no!
I love that fucking delivery. The fucking delivery of that line. The fucking VA. He just said, oh no!
I took it with me.
And after all that time, we're finally back. Sheena! You guys. Huh? I thought that you were injured by a blast with one of those big armored martyrs and nearly got killed. Oh, really? You're taking this well? Do you have any idea how worried everyone was about you? I'm sorry. We're just glad to see the lights back in your eyes. I was so worried. I'm so sorry, Lily. Please don't cry. Sheena, do your nose or teeth hurt at all? Ah, only when I touched them. I'm sore all over, though. Well, get well soon. Oh, by the way, I also changed your pants. Huh? Oh, you didn't have to tell her that part. Huh? I pulled every item out of my inventory to treat you. You might feel pretty banged up, so take it easy. Player, were you the one who treated me? If I left you behind, then you would have been eaten by that tiny thing. Tiny thing? Oh, you mean the buggy? Buggy. That's a weird name. Isn't it adorable, though? Not really. I've seen plenty of poor souls who were devoured by one of those things the minute they felt fatigued. What, really? You know, you could have mentioned something about that earlier. Oh yeah? You mean when we were scrambling to save our party member's life at risk of being obliterated? Alright, got me there. Sorry. Thanks for saving Sheena. Well, as you can see, I wield some control over this little being, but there's no telling when it will decide to eat me. I suggest that everyone keep their guard up whenever those things rear their heads. Huh? Claire, where are you going? I'll be right back, don't follow me. You know, Claire's the whole reason we're in this predicament. You think that someone as shady as her wouldn't try throwing her weight around. Without Claire, though, we might not have been able to save Sheena in time. You're right, she might have had a chip on her shoulder, but I think she's a good person at heart. Sheena? What am I doing? I don't give a damn about whether or not someone dies, and yet... Claire? What? Ow. You idiot, you're not fully healed yet. Sorry, I just wanted to thank you myself. Without you, I wouldn't be standing here. No, had it not been for my shortcomings, you wouldn't have gotten hurt. Sorry. Come on, without you, we wouldn't even known about the corpse, meaning that any one of us could have been killed back there. You're too forgiving. My only reason for tagging along with your group was because I saw you guys as good business. All I wanted to do was sell the Vessel Crusher and leave, but... Yeah, who expected those monsters to arrive at the wrong time, right? What do you mean? Aren't you going to scold me? I gave you a defective bomb which nearly cost you your life. On top of that, my information turned out to be totally wrong. But none of it was intentional, was it? Of course not. I'm proud of my profession. I would never intentionally put one of my customers in harm's way. Then who cares, right? You're so... kind. Wow, look at the stars. They're dazzling. Yeah, they sure are. Odysseus somewhere up there, right? What? Don't tell me that's you plan on going to... Yep, the mystical sky capital, Odyssea. I want to rid the world of the Atoma's sick plague. My goal is to find and destroy the evil monster that invited calamity upon this world. Hopefully soon all the bugs will vanish. Wait, this monster you're talking about, do you mean Heaven's Messenger? The one that lives in Odyssea? That'd be quite the feat. So by getting rid of those bugs, do you think everything will turn to normal? What makes you so sure? I travelled to both Heartis and Sturful, and when we destroyed the Martyrs and the Atoma Queen, the dungeons reverted to their original state. I see. Maybe you're onto something then. It's pretty chilly out here. Why don't we return to the others? Yeah, let's head back. I'm sorry. For what? Please don't be so hard on yourself. Claire, could you please explain why you're apologizing? Firstly, I need to apologize for that damn faulty Vessel Crusher, which turned out to be a real dud against that boss monster. I once believed I had an eye for spotting and mercy rare items, but I was proven wrong, and for that I'm sorry. A case of a hustler being hustled, eh? Can't argue with that, but this business isn't all rainbows and butterflies. Nowadays, even my best friends might stab you. Oh, your best friends might stab you in the back. A defective product means putting the lives of my customers at risk. A bad rep can go a long way in harming my livelihood. I've prided myself on never being wrong, but here we are. I can't apologize enough. So, Sheena, would you mind letting me stay on your party for a little while? Huh? I want to help you reach your final destination. Let me travel with you to atone for my sins. This is all talk. You just want to keep us around so you can sell us more crap. You're just a no-good swindler. What do you mean? You'll practically be losing money if you didn't take advantage of my deals. See, I told you! We're just customers to her. I was just kidding. I'm offering all my items to you guys for free until I've made up for what I've done. What's the harm? I mean, having a merchant in our ranks means access to potions whenever we want, right? Sorry, my stores are all used up. What? Then... Well, I'm a good negotiator, especially with other merchants. I've got a lot of connections, so I promise to be useful. What do you say? I'm not too fussed about what you owe us. I'm more excited to have another friend on this journey. Welcome aboard. Thanks. It's a pleasure to be here. The pleasure's all ours, Claire. This is what I meant earlier when I said that Sheena is that she's unshakably kind. She's unchallengeably kind, and it's what makes her so charming. There's nothing in this world that will stop her from being kind. Doesn't matter how much people fuck her over. It doesn't matter that her life was put at severe risk because of something Claire put in front of her. None of that matters. She will always be kind. Fine then. I guess I'll tolerate having you around. Thanks. Things are certainly bound to get livelier. Yeah, I'm starving. Want some bread? Oh, gimme! Hey, Claire. What is it? Yeah, I like that in Dirk 2, they expand to show, like, how, like, she's kind of got her quirks as she's got older. But also, Dirk 2, it might not even necessarily be a whole because she's got older. It could literally just be as simple as she's not under the permanent extreme stress of the World Odyssey, so she relaxes more. For a lot of Dirk 2, she does seem to be a smidge more relaxed compared to in this, where she knows that she's always at risk of something going wrong. So even though she's got that permanent kindness, she can't be anything other than that. Like, she can't, like, breach out more because she doesn't know, like, what could endanger her. Whilst in 2, at least at first, obviously later on things change because Dirk 2 is sometimes in some ways more morbid than this game. But when shit gets fucked in the sequel, obviously it gets way worse. But at first, because she's got a position and she knows what she's there for, she knows what she's doing, she does relax a little more. And so you get to see more of her little kinks and quirks. So what was the deal with your contact lens? Did Al really step on it? Guess that's for me to know and for you to find out, huh? You really are a swindler. Never heard of an ogre of bad eyesight. I've gathered so much, but it's still not enough. More? I crave more and more. Give me more. Meanwhile, we approached one event and it's just been one very, very, very fucking long cutscene, really. No. Why those weird nightmares with an ominous voice, huh? What's gotten over me? Is it morning already? Last night I was panicked by Sheena's close encounter with death in World's Odyssey, but as soon as I learned that she was safe, I guess I collapsed on the couch, not before catching everyone up to speed on what I'd been uncovering. Oh, Lydia. What's up? What are you doing? What kind of stupid question is that? It's a new game that Competent just released. Do you live under a rock? Don't you play games? This is 2019. What game did Combo Heart publish in 2019 other than Dirk? Was that Cybernet or was Cybernet 2018? I think Cybernet was 2018. And this was the same year Dragon Star Varnir came out. Should we be playing that? Should we be playing fucking Varnir? That's what I'm gonna go with. She's playing Dragon Star Varnir. Sounds fun. Arta. Most Skill to Finale was not out in 2019. That was... Fuck. Was it 2021? I would have totally pegged you. What the fuck? Pegged you for a game. I want to try it out? No, I'll probably start it tonight alone. I don't want to be interrupt your playthrough. I totally get it. You want to see it for the guy time. Take a look at those character designs. The voice cast is fantastic. Well, this is just fucking self-service. The voice cast is fantastic too. All the voices are so well synced. Talk about a work of art. Yeah, alright. Alright, guys. I fucking see you. His face is gradually turning red. She curled her lips, trying her best to conceal her excitement, and she took a deep breath. Yes! Exactly, Arta. You can tell that the producer poured its heart and soul into it. It's an instant classic. Dragon Star Varnir sold miserably. And if it is Cybernet that I'm thinking of, then that also didn't sell best. it's kind of, there's a bit of irony there. The writing is so compelling too. In Dragon Star Varnir, yeah, I really like the writing in Dragon Star. So many twists and turns, I can barely keep up. Every route makes my heart skip a beat. It's so, so good. Totally. I know, right? Here. That's why I like you so much, Arata. You get it. Seems like Lydia and I are finally starting to hit it off. Cool. Lydia, would you mind turning down the volume a bit? Sure. Say, where are Tokuro and Rin? Cybernet was 2018. Okay, so I think it might have been Dragon Star. Oh, Sumi and Rin went out to buy some groceries. Actually, I don't know when Rose Skilter 2 came out. I have odds on my head. I don't think that was like 2018, 2019. That might be, though. Cell phone vibrating on one of the desks, so I rush over to check it. To my chagrin, it was the phone belonging to Detective Hazumi, which I had mistakenly taken with me to the office. Each buzz reverberated to silent panic at the name of the caller ID. Station. Shoot, what do I do? Why don't you pick it up? Hell no. That's it, but Varney was also 2018. When was Dirk 1 in Japan then? Because I know Dirk Varney was 2019, but I'm probably just thinking of the Western release then. Because if it's 2018, then all of my logic points still stand, but just shuffle back a year. When was Dirk's Japanese release? April 2018 for its original release, and then February 2019 for worldwide. Because I only remember the release dates of the Western releases, because that's when I play them. But I said I didn't get Dirk at launch, because when February 2019, that would have been just as I started playing, like, getting into NEP. And I went from V2 straight into Dirk, so it would have been that summer, because I think it was the start of August I finished V2. So yeah, it would have been like August I picked up Dirk 1. Like August 2019. And then played it through, kind of enjoyed it, whatever, came back to it for a Let's Play, then fell in love. Hey Arata, the girl on the phone's wallpaper. Is that the detective's daughter? Does it look like a family photo to you? What? Your new release 2019 was a bit of a dud. What was 2019's JP releases? For Compile Heart? Because I know the Western was like... we got Dirk, we got Dragonstar. We got Cybernep, I think. I think 2019 was Cybernep in the West. I might be wrong on that. This is Arc of Alchemist. Oh, I vaguely remember that. I don't think I ever played it, but I vaguely recall that. I retort the title. Vibrate. This was a detective plain and gaunt with a menacing expression. Behind him was a younger girl dressed in formal attire whose hands were placed on his shoulder. I guess that's his daughter. I mean, there's a sign in the back of the photo that says Happy Birthday Papa. Something about this girl's face. It's so familiar, I feel like I've seen it before, but where? It's Claire. If you haven't realised already, all the NPCs that are strangely realistic are actually real people that don't realise they're in the world. In the same way Sheena thought she was genuinely an adventurer. About released? Ah, that's a shame. To be fair, 2019 probably was the start of, like, I hesitate to say, like, the Dark Ages, because they still had, like, good releases, but, like, the era where it felt like Compile Heart was just spitting more shit out all the time. And the only things that survived, like, Dirk 2 was fucking great, Mary Skull to the Final, despite its difficulty spikes, was really enjoyable. But, like, we had fucking Super NEP RPG, which I really didn't care for. The fucking VTuber one that no one fucking played. We had that whole bullshit with calling the PS5 remaster of NEP 1, like, they called it NEP 5, and then revealed they meant PS5, not the 5th game. Like, there was, like, they had all that shit. Like, it was a rough time. Except it won't stop calling. Maybe he keeps all his pictures stored on his phone, so he's eager to get it back. Losing your phone sucks. So why don't you answer? Easy for you to say. If I answer the phone, that detective will cuss me the hell out, we know. Yeah. Hey. Catch. Fucking Lydia. I know someone like you that would do that. If I went, oh, I don't know if I want to answer the phone. I don't want to talk to them right now. She would take my phone off me, hit go, and then throw it at me. And be like, yeah, fucking figure it out, bitch. Lydia grabs the phone, pressing the green answer button, and then tosses the phone over to me. Hello? I answered the phone timidly, ready to hear the wrath of the detective invoked once he realized that I was one with his phone. You sure got some balls, you stupid brat. It's me, the owner of the phone you stole. I'm so sorry. I picked it up off the floor, but I accidentally left with... Where are you right now, you thieving bastard? Out of my house. Stop lying, you fool. We have authorities staking out near where you live, idiot. I'm sorry. You left your lights on. Your front door is unlocked. Where the hell are you? Well... That's right, I haven't been home since I had to flee from those rabbit people. Wish they could have locked my door at least. Anyways, return my cell phone to me at once. Yamabushi Park, 2 p.m. If you're not there, I'll kill you. What a maniac. He's trying to kill me. Cops shouldn't be handing out threats. Hey, are you going to return his phone? Want me to come with you? No, it's fine. I'll go by myself. You mind looking after Sheena for me, Lydia? Just call me when anything fishy happens. Got it. It's you. Hey, Sheena, flaunt it for me, girl. Sometimes Lydia just lays it on a little thick, but somehow she manages to play it off with a zany brand of charm. This time, though, I might die. Alright, let's calm it down. 5 more minutes till 2 p.m. It's the last place I want to be. I'd rather check my apartment, but if the rabbit people find me, I'm gonna goner. I didn't think of that sooner. Why don't I leave his cell phone on the bench so that I can head home? I mean, he's a detective. I'm sure he'll find it soon enough. I'm a genius. Okay, then. I dare you to leave my phone behind unattended. What? From what I've seen, it's only Ark of Alchemist released in Japan, and Ark is considered absolutely worst game compatible with... Oh, that's a shame. I'll shoot you in the back, boy. Stuck in the corner of the detective's lips was a lit cigarette, the tips of which burned as he had a piercing glare back at me. Thanks for earlier. Whether or not you're guilty of the hack has yet to be determined, but I know that you've got no problem taking what doesn't belong to you. A real man owns up to his crime. You've got a sin to answer for, and I won't rest until you have. Well, look who's talking. You illegally detained me. I refuse to be taken down for a crime I didn't commit. I had no choice but to leave. But I never meant to steal your phone. It was an honest mistake. I'm sorry for the trouble. My eyes were pointed towards the ground as I handed the detective his phone, and he begrudgingly snatched it out of my hand. He scrolled through it, confirming silently that it hadn't been tampered with, and took a long drag of his cigarette. He blew a puff of smoke so large that I could barely see the other side of the smoke screen. Gotta say, though, you're a rare breed. No person wouldn't have come all the way out here to return a cell phone. Oh, well, I just thought... Grow some spine, kid. And I guess I can trust you just a bit. Your room was ransacked. Want to tell me what that's all about? Well, according to your neighbors, someone wearing a strange mask broke in. There was something going on, tell me. Do you know who's responsible? Could I trust this detective? If I were to trust him and give away too much in the process, he could use that information against me. At the same time, he might be able to help us. Maybe I should let him in on it slowly. I have no idea. No clue it might have been. After that cyber attack, there's been a thread of similar cases happening to my colleagues. All of us have had our homes broken into. You think it might be a gang of hoodlums or something? What do they look like? They all wore rabbit masks and black sweaters with bunny ears on their hoods. I've never got a look at any of their faces. I see. That confirms it then, huh? You know, detective? Probably not. Yeah, if there's any other person here, you'd fucking run for it. Do you know who's behind it? No, I don't. It's just that, in the past few days, we've been getting a lot of complaints about shady folks freaking out the neighborhood. That's a good one. He's... if a bit grumpy and hard-boiled, yeah. Well, it's just because we know it's because his daughter's missing, and so he's more on edge. But we know because we have future knowledge, and we're literally talking to his daughter in the World Odyssey, but neither, but she's not aware she's in the fictional world, and she's actually a person from real life, and she's not Claire. They sneak into people's yards, light mailboxes on fires. Their actions are erratic, unpredictable, so it's been difficult to determine a motive. We almost managed to arrest a few and bring them for questioning, but they're slippery, quick on their feet. Have there been any reports about breaking and entering, like what happened at my apartment? Breaking and entering? Wait, so you did get a good look at the suspects? Oh, yes. You idiot, why didn't you say so sooner? Did they try to threaten or harm you? No, whoever it was tried abducting me from my own home, so I jumped over the balcony rail and ended up hurting my hand pretty badly. Why would they attempt to abduct you? I have no idea. Damn. I haven't gotten any other reports of breaking and entering. That online forum I showed you before had a post asking some of the posters to attack Enigma's chief programmer. Oftentimes, cults form from these little online communities. People doing crazy stuff for a bit of validation, then people start revering you. These communities are targeting you and your colleagues. And not billionaires, like you know where the real problems are, but fucking I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm guessing that whoever's chasing you is a victim of cyber terrorism themselves, and is being coerced into committing more crimes. Detective, Enigma is a company that develops video games. Our focus is on creating experiences for people that will stay with them for the rest of their lives. We take huge pride in our work and in our fans. We would never intentionally expose people to the pain or danger. It completely goes against our CEO's mission statement. Tokiwa? Arata, you like to pretend that you don't care about the rest of your co-workers? I can tell that you believe in us all along, though. Shut up. How I appear in front of others is no one else's business. Sumika Tokiwa. Sumika Tokiwa, am I correct? You're one of the programmers at Enigma, like Mizunashi here, right? You see, a CEO has an excellent eye for talent. I don't think anyone at a company is doing what you think we're doing. CEO, huh? Man on a mission, wearing a clock. The genius programmer, titan of the industry. My daughter wouldn't stop talking about him. Your daughter? Oh, the girl in your background? Keep your filthy hands back. Whoa! You better steer clear of my daughter. I'll destroy any rat that approaches Cade with an iron fist. He's defensive much. I need to think of a better way to approach bringing up his daughter. About your daughter. What about her? I feel like I've met her before. Ow! Where? Where did you meet Cade? Tell me out of it, you bastard! I was under detective grasped my face with both of his hands. Ow! Hey, stop it. This is assault. You're hurting him. What did you say? You're a hard-headed geezer, aren't you? Calm down for a second, would you? I only expect him to answer you if you throttle him. Apologize. The hell? I said apologize. You want him to answer you, right? Isn't he doing you a favor? Show some respect. I couldn't fight the urge to tear up as a result of the detective's roughhousing. Meanwhile, Tokiwa didn't even flinch. That's why I love her so much. She's got fire in her. Stare down a cop that's like strangling someone and going, hey, fucking police brutality, you bitch. And then when he actually stops, saying, now apologize to him. Seriously, Tokiwa, a man like him would never... I'm sorry. What? Apology accepted. So tell me, my daughter, where did you see Cade? Well... I don't know. What? What the hell is up with you? What kind of game are you trying to play? I'm sorry, it's just that she looked familiar. I wanted to hear about what kind of person Cade was from you. She looked familiar to you. It's likely because she was involved in an incident that made headlines around the world. I realize the further I go along, the more my detective voice is just starting to become more like my Solid Snake voice. Yeah, I hear you. Like, the more it's going on, the more it's getting gravelier and gravelier. I didn't mean to. It's just like I am like having that David Hayter problem where like he's so used to doing the snake voice, like his voice kind of tingles into that like on its own sometimes. Like I feel like that's what's happening here. Like I've started going a little bit, and now the voice is just taking the snake in. Incident. This past spring, there was a high-profile terror attack. A plane heading to Los Angeles was hijacked. Cade was on that plane. I remember hearing about that. Supposedly, there was a lot of Japanese citizens on that flight. After the hijacking, the airplane landed at the airport without a single passenger. Every single person on the plane had disappeared. The suspect responsible for hijacking the plane shot himself in the head before he could be apprehended. He claimed that he was a martyr of God. We still have no clue to his whereabouts of the passengers. Sadly, the burden had been left for the families to demand justice for the lost. I don't know if Cade is dead or alive, goddammit. I'm sorry. No. Tokiwa, you were right. I was out of turn for taking my frustration out on him. There's a loud vehicle. I think it's another... Did we still have roadworks? The roadworks are supposed to, like, over the course of 3 months, and they've got to the point where they're mostly done past us, but every now and then, like, a forklift or a construction vehicle or whatever has to go up or down the road for whatever reason. And that's what you might be hearing. That it's... I can see it. It's like a... it is a construction vehicle, like, just working its way up. I was out of turn for taking my frustration out on him. I have no clue if our current crisis has anything to do with the hijacking, but in the months since the terror attack, there's been an abnormal spike of mysterious disappearances, abductions, and other cases being added to our missing persons list. Really? I haven't seen any news reports about increased disappearances, though. We've issued an indefinite embargo on reports. Oh, he's got an NDA, great. Disappearances have more than quintupled in the last 3 months. I assume it's no coincidence that the timing of these abductions lined up with the sudden appearances of these rabid creeps. Be careful. What? That's terrifying. If anything happens, call me. Here's my number. The detective hurriedly scribbled his number on a memo pad. I never remember my number. The only thing on my number I remember, and I remember it because it's funny, my number legit ends in 911. I won't tell you the rest because I'm not going to get fucking... I don't want to get fucking doxxed or have my number out on there, obviously. But my number legit ends on 911, and I always find that funny. It's like, I have all my numbers, like all these yada yada, etc, etc. And then I just go, da 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 da, 911. And everyone always gives me a look when I tell them that. And I'm just like, come on. I really scribbled his number on the memo pad, then ripped out the sheet of paper to hand to me. For now, I'll continue investigating the depths related to the world's odyssey. Brace yourselves. Detective, I have reason to believe that Aggle might be behind whatever's going on. I think we've been framed. As soon as reports of the cyber attack blew up, they reported our affiliation to the public immediately. However, they provided falsified evidence to the police. Because they struck out first, Enigma had no recourse to deny these allegations. Please, Detective, would you mind looking into it? If it's you, Detective, call me Izumi. What? I too have a name, Mizunashi. Okay, Mr. Izumi. Don't wear it out. I'll keep in touch later. Jeez. Great job. I'm impressed on how well you held your ground against that scary dude. Right back at you. You're fearless, you know that? Seriously, you already saved my neck just then, thanks. No problem. Oh, come to think of it, I thought you were out getting groceries with Rin. Where'd she go? I saw you were walking home. I didn't want her to meet the detective, so I told her to go on ahead to Summer Life's office first. I see. Okay, let's head back now, hurry. Hey, you don't have to yank me. Oh my gosh, you're so skinny. Don't you eat anything? If I'm in the mood? Back when I first played this, I related hard to Arta. I used to have, and I still kind of do, but it's manifested in a different way, really bad eating habits. But like back before COVID especially, I genuinely didn't eat much, and I was always at least slightly underweight. Like, I was always at least slightly underweight for, like, my build. And it was only with COVID where I was at home way more often, and not doing anything way more often, and so started eating way more often, that I finally got, like, above the line, and I'm relatively healthy. And I've kind of stayed there now. My problem nowadays is that I'm too comfortable eating the exact same meal every day, like the same meal 3 times a day every day. Like, I will always have, I don't know what it's called in the US, it's probably called something else, but Cookie Crisps in the morning. I will always have, like, toast, chocolate bar, and, like, a strawberry yogurt at lunch. And then, like, if no one else is doing anything, or, like, we're not doing takeaway or whatever, I will just chuck some, chips and sausages. Oh, sorry. Fries to you fucking Americans. Some fries, some thick fries, and some sausages in the air fryer, and do like a pot of beans with it, and like that'll be my dinner, and I'm happy with that every day. And I know that's not healthy, you don't have to tell me, but it's genuinely, that's just me. I will just, like, because I don't get much out of eating. Like, I don't eat because I'm hungry, I eat because I'm expected to a lot of the time. So I just kind of eat systematically, so I don't really think about it, so I can just have the exact same fucking meal every day. It's just like it's a bad habit, and I know I should be healthier about it, especially now I'm like 25, you know, peak of your life. You're supposed to, like, what you have after 25, you're supposed to start looking after for the rest, because it's only downhill after your metabolism gives in. So it's like, I should be making more of an effort, but I keep on not. It's one of those things where I keep saying it, and one day I will, but until then... you're so difficult. Why? Anyway, Clea joined our party after fucking 2 hours of cutscenes. Clea tips. She's ranged and support. She can nullify any party members affected by poison. If you're victorious in battle Claire in your party, you receive a higher percentage. If you win with her in the party, you get more money. If you can have bugs bundled together like a board, Claire's bug skill will allow you to remove them from a path. And organize. Lily's still a great healer, so I'll swap Al out for now and have Claire there. But when you don't have a character with you, they go into a partner slot, which is what you can see here. Or you can just have them out of the party like I do with Rapuka. Let me have a look at your skills, Claire. If I remember rightly, I ended up not using you too much on my blind playthrough. Heal some poison, or heal off poison and get a bit of healing in general. Low damage, low magic. Only use what full HP, restore highest HP, and raise corruption resistance. Sure. Spend 1,000 any to stun all enemies. Alright, I remember why I don't use her. Fucking. Share all of your status effects with your enemy. Ooh, that could be good. Actually, no, that's a status, so I'll leave that at the end. So I'll just do Blue Bullet, Moonflash, Divine Bind, because I know we'll use it eventually, and then Headshot at the end. How far along her skills is she already to start? Okay, she's got a quarter. So that means 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 times 4 is 28. She has 28 skills we can get. But I know it's a short stream. We've been going for about 2.5 hours, but I think that is actually a good point to wrap. And then tomorrow we start burning through this dungeon, because we just had 2 hours of talking, and to be honest, my throat is a little warm after doing all my voices. I want to get some water and just kind of chill out, especially because, like I said, it is like 28 Celsius, and we're rapidly approaching the hottest hour of the day, and I don't really want to be streaming through it. Tomorrow it's supposed to cool down a bit, so hopefully it'll be a bit easier then. And tomorrow, more excitingly, we're back to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth for like the first time in like 2 months. I think it's 3 months now approaching, like it's been a while, so that'll be exciting. So I look forward to that, but that I think will do from me today. So, as always, thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Voicing is optional, but it's so fun! To be fair, I think my voice would be a bit warm anyway, just because it is so hot that I am just a little, like, dehydrated. Like, I've been keeping up my fluids, so don't get me wrong, but you know what I mean. Sorry, I got back to... thanks so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I forgot my rhythm. Remember to... Even in the description, you can find my Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal if you want to support the channel directly. And I will see you, hopefully, tomorrow with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. The only thing worth mentioning is that I'm spending some time with my mother, dearest, on Wednesday, which I know is when Zenless 1.1 drops. So I won't be streaming it on launch. However, I haven't I don't know how long that will be or what I'm doing in the afternoon. If I'm free in the afternoon, I might stream it for a bit because, you know, it's the launch day for 1.1, so I might as well. But I will let you guys know closer to the time. But regardless, you guys take care now. Peace!